Yo. Let me know if you can hear me, gang. One minute. My apologies. I didn't set the mic up, so I didn't know if you could hear me or not. My apologies. Big up Godfrey, my bro. I know Northside is live. I literally just see him as I was turning on. So, yeah, it could be, well, it shouldn't be a choice. You do whatever you like, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Hope everyone is good this evening, or it could be morning, it could be afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Hope we are good. Hope we are good today. As we can see, line up business. Pope in goal. It's an unchanged Newcastle side, to be honest with you. Pope in goal. Livramento had a good game. In the last game that he played, Burn, Shaw, Trippier, same back five, same midfield, Joel Linton, Tonali, Guimaraes, the best midfield in the Premier League, some people are calling it. Like I said, there's always room for Rice, but yeah, very good midfield. And then, of course, Barnes, Isak, and Murphy up front. Ollie Watkins comes in to start today for Villa. Then they've got Rodgers, Asensio, and McGinn behind him. And behind them, you've got Kamara and Tielemans. Then you've got Cash, Mings, Ngoyo, and Matson, with Emi Martinez in goal. So obviously, Ollie Watkins coming in for Villa, but Newcastle very much unchanged. And this is going to be good, man. I hope it's going to be bloody good. It wants to be. Let me know if obviously everything's all right sound-wise. Big up views. This should be a cracking game. Yeah, I literally just said that, man. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. As I said, man, hope everyone is well this evening. We are waiting for the game to start. Hopefully not too far behind. Don't really like it being more than a minute, but we will wait and we will see, people. But how we doing, man? Brentford Brighton. What a game that was. I know Hooks was doing a watch along. I basically passed through there for a little bit. So big him up. And when I stopped watching, it was like, I think it was 1-1 actually, half time, 1-1. So from half time 1-1, I swear the game ended like 4-2 or something. I need to find out. But what we are going to do, excuse me, is we're having a quick little look at the table. I know you can't see what I'm seeing. Should I share it? Big up, why not? I see you, my bro. Get to your comment. I might as well just do it now, actually. Let's just do it now. He says, oh yeah, I know you can dig this one. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully, man. Do you know what? I was like, yo, like Newcastle, they're doing well, and I was getting drawn in, bro. Like they got it in their own hands, innit? They can finish second, innit? Really and truly. So we need to hope Newcastle don't win today. Nottingham Forest dropped out of the top 4. I think they're 5th. If Villa win today, then I think they take Forest's place and they drop into 6th or whatever. So yeah, man, it's spicy. Newcastle, obviously, after their Carabao Cup win, gassed up. You know, Specs is talking about them finishing second, and yeah, it's all going on in it. So, like I said, man, big up all the gang, big up Why Not, big up Godfrey, big up your shoes and socks. But yeah, game starting very soon. I just gave you the lineups not long ago, and I thought I would share. I know you lot probably can't even see it that well, but at least you kind of know what I'm looking at. So yeah, Man City with that late win, goals in the 84th minute, and I think in extra time or whatever, injury time. Big up LB. I passed through his stream a little bit, just watching him. He was stressing, so I thought, all right, cool. Maybe that ends a draw, because you know what Everton are like with the top six and all that. But they won it in the end, and that win puts them into 4th place, which shuffles Nottingham Forest down into 5th, 3 points in front of Chelsea, and Aston Villa are on the same points as Chelsea. So yeah, Villa win today, they will then. It depends on their goal. No, they wouldn't actually, because of goal difference, but it'll be equal points. Villa will go into 6th, dropping Chelsea into 7th, and they'll be on equal points, but Nottingham Forest have got the better goal difference. Okay, so it's getting interesting. Obviously, in terms of the top, you know, Liverpool, they're probably about to wrap this up tomorrow. Arsenal play tomorrow. I suppose it don't even matter. Well, it does matter, because we need to try and stop Newcastle from getting second. But at the end of the day, if they do and we finish 3rd, for instance, or 4th, still got Champions League football. Maybe lose a couple of million in terms of the prize fund at the end. Newcastle will feel, hey, we come above Arsenal. Cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. It really don't even matter at this point. But that's what I was looking at. Here's what we are going to be looking at, because we have minutes till the game. Knowing me, it's going to be a minute extra than usual. I have to wait. Big up Why Not. Hope you're well this evening, my guy. Entertainment and enjoyment. A purpose watch along. Yeah, facts, fam. I know plenty of Arteta fans on the Emery up along. Yeah, there's that as well. You know, they're riding for their guy right now, innit? We beat Madrid and everyone's acting like we've won the competition. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'll give the guy the plaudits when he wins the champs. When you win me a major, bro. Listen, I would have gave him plaudits if he won me the Carabao this year. But no one wants to hear that. All right, cool. Now, this is the only, you know, Europe has saved Arsenal, Man United and Tottenham and Chelsea seasons, basically. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was expected to have better seasons. Chelsea expected to get into the top 4. I mean, they still could, but whether it's kind of in their hands or not now, I don't really know. They're looking a bit shaky, you know, like that. So, yeah. Man United and Tottenham, you wouldn't have expected them to be where they are, but they are. So this, like I said, this Europa League semi-finals for both of them, like, saving their season, just like Arsenal. We're second, I hear it, but we were supposed to win the league. We were supposed to pick something up. We were supposed to leave with something this season, right? And the Champions League is saving our bacon for now. So let's enjoy. Let's hope and pray. I feel like we're dark horses, man. People are saying we can win it. I was watching Monts, big him up, big Six Bants. You know, he was saying that on our side of the draw, we should be favourites against PSG. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. They're like a proper unit. However, I'm not going to count out the team, because that's what I did against Madrid for obvious reasons. And it seemed like Arsenal want to maybe do a little something in the Champions League. So let's see how far it can go. I said I'm not going to keep bad-mouthing until this campaign is finished one way or the other. And I'm not talking about the whole season. I'm talking about the Champions League. We got Ipswich tomorrow, and I got a feeling we're going to win the game, but I wouldn't put a bet on it. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm trying to say. You know, we got this type of form in the Premier League, and then we're going over here and we're doing mad things. So it's, yeah. But big up Why Not? You said, I believe a draw. What, in this game here? I wouldn't even mind that, because obviously Newcastle are on the arse. Like, as long as they don't win, then whatever. Yeah, as long as it's a score draw as well, I really wouldn't want a 0-0 because then I just feel like I'm wasting like 2 hours of my time. Do you know what I'm saying? But big yourself up, my bro. Like I said, man, hope you are well this evening. Why not? Again, he said, honestly, Fox second, the stat attached to it is so embarrassing. Yeah, it is, bro. It is. You know, free Pete. That's for the top gooners, bro. You know, free Pete of second. They're gonna make their own trophy for that. They're literally gonna make their own trophy for that, innit? Come second 3 times in a row. Woo! Like there's so many things so many things that's embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, yeah, I suppose anywhere in the top 4, top 5 doesn't really matter as long as we get Champions League football, and then you better go and fucking win the Gary Lineker Cup this year, bruv. Right now, even if you don't, top gooners are already making their excuses. You know why he should stay another season. He was gonna stay anyway, no matter what you or me or anyone said. But you know, logic and standards should say that after half a decade, if you're not leaving with something at least, then you need to be leaving altogether. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, next season will be like what, the 6th year? Like, come on, man. We're over the half decade stage now. But you win me the big ears this year, bro. Calm. Next season we go into it with renewed hope, and let's see what you can do again. Because we're always going to be watching, bro. You've won a Champions League. You get me? I said I'll be the first in line to build him a statue. Obviously, it's just like one of those things that you say. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, none of us have ever seen a Champions League, innit? So, but some people, like my bro Shane included, is like, yeah, you don't deserve a statue. George Graham deserves. The game started, by the way, like I said, I'm always like a minute behind or something. It's so bloody annoying. And I pay for this website as well. It's mad. But here we are, gang. You know how it is already. Let me just turn that down 1 notch in case you man can start hearing it. I just want to see how far behind I am. Just give me a moment. We're literally 36 seconds into the game. Go on, kick off your bastards. Don't tell me a whole minute. Go on. Go on. I bet it's going to be a minute. Usually is a minute, guys. Available in 4K if you're watching it. Oh, no, it isn't. It's just under a minute. Go on. So we're already off to a good omen, people. Already off to a good omen. Already off to a good omen. I forget what I was saying. I was talking about the second place shit in it and the Champions League. Just win it, bro. You get second place in the Champions League this year, bro. No complaints from me in it, or no more complaints from me, I should say. And then we go into next season, and it's very much a thing like, what have you done for me lately? Like I was saying, Shane was saying, there's other people more, you know, George Graham. Oh my days! It's 1-0 already. It's 1-0 already to Aston Villa. Oh my days! Hold on. Is it going to give me some reactions? Sure, I've got the green screen and it's kind of green screening. Give me some reactions. Go on. You're not even seeing the balloons. No? All right. How about the middle finger? Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins is deflected off Shaw, I think. And it's literally a minute. Why hasn't AI score cheered unless they're going to rule it out or something? But so far, so good. I said watch along, but in truth, when I really deep it, it's a hate along because we don't really need Newcastle picking up points, innit? They just tried to clear it. Aston Villa, it went straight. Hey, mad deflection. Pope had already dived and it went into the corner that he moved out of the way of. Wow, amazing stuff. Straight away. I've literally got 1 minute 30 odd on the clock, so it must be like 2 minutes into the game by now. Let me have a look. Yeah, 2:25. Wow, guys, 1-0 Aston Villa. Why AI score never even updated itself, I've got no idea. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me just refresh that, bro. What's going on with that? Aston Villa are 1-0 up here already, and it is scenes at Villa Park. Absolutely. Yeah, look, still it ain't even updated itself. So for once, I'm in front of AI score. You don't see it often, people. You don't see it often. Big up, why not? He said, Ipswich, full strength, or who cares? Save legs, hammies, and energy of crucial plays, i.e., party rice timber. No, I absolutely agree, bro. I'll be doing the most changes, bro. I would. Obviously, I am, you know, like I said, I am kind of like, oh, Newcastle can catch us. I just don't really want to hear no banter, to be honest with you. But if it happens, it happens. Like at the end of the day, the Gary Lineker Cup is the most important. And yeah, we need to say I don't even want to see Party playing, bro. But we know Arteta, because he's not playing the first leg against PSG, he's gonna flog him in this game. Like he might play 80 to 90 minutes, you know. Whereas that and that in itself pisses me off. Sorry, that in itself pisses me off purely because Kieran Tierney, Zinchenko, Wanyeri, you're probably not even going to play them against PSG. Therefore, they should get the whole 90 minutes. But you like someone like Wanyeri, he'll start and then he'll get whipped off like 50, 60 minutes. It's annoying, bro. It's predictable. This is a terrible matchup. I don't know why I'm seeing Tielemans standing next to fucking Dan Burn, bro. Like, what is going on? So, is this a corner? Is this a free kick? I missed it. It's a corner. Newcastle's taking it. They've not even tried to cross it in. I don't know what they're doing. They had Burn alongside fucking Tielemans. Shot come up, blocked. Get it out, Villa. Get it out. Kick it. Newcastle still got the ball. Isaac, he's tried it. It's going to be another corner. They had Dan Burn up against Tielemans, my bro. Like, what on earth is that type of matchup, fam? That's like putting me next to Tyson Fury. Like, it makes no sense, fam. It like, Jesus Christ. But Villa 1-0 up. Why not again? Sorry, my bro. Let me just get to your comment here. He said, I wouldn't give Arteta a statue for winning the most prestigious cup tournament, but defo a hospitality suite can get renamed. If Vieira, Wenger, and George ain't got one, same energy. Yeah, that's what Shane was basically saying. Obviously, when I deep it, I'm like, yeah, like this guy's a clown. But at the end of the day, bro, it's that cup, innit? Like, if they did, I wouldn't complain. But yeah, it was just like one of those sayings, innit? Because obviously, I've been bashing the guy, and for good reason, you know. Why are we playing like? Why are we playing the way we're playing in the Premier League? Oh my days! Villa's just hit the bar again. Sorry, I'm saying again. They just hit the bar. They could have scored again. Watkins is on fire today, bro. He's come out. He's come out recently saying he wants to be starting. Like, what's going on? He's got to start today against Newcastle, and he is on smoke. He's already scored one. There's a big deflection. Look now AI score wants to sort it out. He already scored one big deflection, and now he's just crashed it against the bar, boy. Newcastle want to be careful, man, because this could get scary for them. It's 1-0 at the moment, but it was nearly 2, and we've had like 6 minutes playing in the game, bruv. It's mad. Big up, broski. 4-0 down. Hope you are well, bro. Big yourself up. Hey, that's mad. That's mad. Aston Villa are on it today, boy. Newcastle thought it was going to be light, but Newcastle have been playing well. They're not out the game. It's 1-0. You know the drill already, mate. You know the drill already. I need little broski to come with my herb, because I've been about an hour without herb, and it's probably the longest in a long time. Big up 4-0. He's saying we should go for him. I'd put the 40 million transfer bid. What, the same one they turned down? Yeah, well, obviously it's the summer now, innit? He's a little bit older. Depends on really where they finish, I suppose, innit? Depends on where they finish. Obviously, they started this game like a bat out of hell. Like, they started this game on a mad one. They've already scored. They've hit the bar. They've started this one on a mad one. Let me see if I can just sort out a little bit of I'll send you the link in a second, bro. If you want to come, let me just sort my shit out, man. I've been trying to holler at my guy as well, man. I need this bud, G. Oh, let me try and sort this out. Give me a sec. But yeah, man. Already we got a goal, which is good, because in the earlier games in the Premier League, it looked like it was taking a while for goals to be scored. Oh, I'm trying to get myself gonna be real low, but I'm trying to just get a little piece of support for the back. Oh, green screen, not really green screening, but it feels like the whole thing's gonna come down, boy. But we move. Aston Villa. Oh, Rogers, flicks. Oh shit, flicks and tricks. Oh my lord. Newcastle want to be careful, but Villa, don't start doing this and then you end up losing the game, bro. Just put them away before you start doing flicks. That's what I will say. Watkins, yeah. I knew when you said the 40 million, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, but they never fucking took that, did they? They wanted the 60 for the PSR. But I mean, look, someone might be different, depends where they finish. So maybe. But if I got Watkins, I'd still be trying to get Gyökeres, innit? I'm just keeping it all the way real, bro. And we need to leave. We need to send Jesus back to Brazil. You get me? We need to see if anyone would like slightly take Kai Havertz. But I doubt that's gonna happen, man. I doubt that is gonna happen. I doubt we'll be anywhere near Watkins, to be honest with you. I doubt we will be anywhere near. What was the Barcelona score in the end? Let me have a quick check. 2 people in the building. Just hit the like for me, gang. I knew it might be a slow day in the office because I see Northside was live. Excuse me, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are live, to be honest with you, for this game, because this one was looking like the tastiest game of the day. But Brentford and Brighton, what I still don't even know the score. Apparently it was 4-something. Let me check the scores. Apparently it was 4-something. Yeah, look, 4-2. Jesus. When I left it at half time, it was 1-1. So that game come alive. And then also the Everton Man City game, I thought that would be a draw or a bit closer. Or maybe Man City 2-1. In the end, it was 2-0. Late goals again. Crystal Palace Bournemouth 0-0. Like, you'd expect goals in that game as well. Those 2 games, I was like, I can't call them. Now, bro, like 0-0. Like, what a bore fest, bro. But there you go. There might have been some incidents in there, but it weren't goals. So, and then you got West Ham, bro. Like, I was trying to give you props. Like, everyone who plays Southampton will get the dub, but that ended 1-1 and West Ham at home. Like, geez, look, and Villa's just had another chance, bro. Asensio is laying on the floor still. I think he's all right. Did he collide with Pope? I didn't see it properly. Was that Watkins as well? Or did they collide with each other? I'll have to wait and see because I was looking at these scores. Sorry, guys. Let me see if there's a replay. Big up AFC always, my bro. Sorry, man. I was looking on the Sky Sports. Was that Rogers? Sorry. Oh, Lord. Okay, so that's what happened to Rogers. So there was no collision. They fell on the floor, and I think someone stepped on his head, bro. Like, it weren't on purpose, but you could see what happens. And then McGinn's put the ball into Asensio. And Pope's come to get it, and they've kind of had a little collision. Was that Watkins? I thought it was Rogers. Yeah, Watkins just had his head stepped on, bro, by Trippier, but it weren't on purpose. And then McGinn's crossed the ball in. Asensio's gone for the header. Pope's come with his hands, and they've had a little collision, but that didn't look as bad as what I just see what happened to Watkins, bro. That was peak. He's up now, though. He's all right. Like I said, it weren't on purpose. It weren't a proper stamp, but the foot landed like on his face, it looked like. Yeah. So you'll have to, I don't know, maybe there'll be some clips of that later on. If you're not watching the game yourself, 3 people in the building, big yourselves up, hit the like for me. I did put the link if anyone wants to come and chat. Like I said, big up AFC. Big up 4-0. He said Maddison got squashed last game. Swear down. What, for Spurs? It's the only Maddison I know. But yeah, whoever that was, boy, Watkins was on the floor and the boot just went in his face, boy. So it was a bit peak. Joe Linton doing the bully thing. It's just giving away a free kick. But we're going to have to see now. Big up my bro, Geordie Dread. I know he's probably doing the watch along right now as well. This is his team, so he's probably stressed right now. He is probably stressed, Tabamba. Let me just have a quick little butchers at where my bud is, bruv. Where is the budding? Someone's just got themselves a yellow card for who? For Shaw or for Watkins? For Watkins? No, yellow card for Newcastle. Thought that was him at the door. He said it wasn't me. You know, like Shaggy, bro. Like, I need it to be you, my guy. I needs to roll it up. Oh yeah, Charlotte pulling back Watkins. He got a yellow card, but was he the last man? Oh, what do you guys reckon? Any of you lot watching the game? Or are you just watching me? Hey, I don't know, man. Yellow card, but that could have been. I've seen worse. I've seen worse, gang, in it. I have seen worse. Ollie Watkins was away or trying to get away. Shaw was all over him. I mean, yellow card, yeah, but I've seen worse. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let me get to somebody's comments. My bad people, them. Why not said meds? Absolutely, bruv. Absolutely, bruv. Man's waiting to bill it, fam. Man's been like what, like an hour without weed now? Jeez, bro. What's all that about? My big age. You get me? Man don't usually have gaps between the herb. Even when I go abroad, bro, like damn, or I'm going fucking Canaries, like somewhere where I can smoke, innit? And even if I can't, I bring bud. How about that? I brought weed to Mexico, fam. My baby mum, my missus, she was fucking. Oh shit. Oh, corner kick for Aston Villa. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I brought a Q to Mexico, bruv, and yeah, she was sweating all the way, bruv. She was looking pale. We got there, the suitcases and all that were all right. They just said, "Oh, can we look inside your bag?" You know, in the hand luggage. She all started getting bummy in that. I said, "Like the things in the suitcase, like relax, innit? We're kosher. The wee gods are with me everywhere I go. If I don't bring it, I find it." The missus gets upset. Oh, we're deciding where we're going on holiday based on where you can smoke. You're damn right, bro. You think I'm going for 2 weeks? 2 weeks with no bud. I don't drink. Oh shit! Another deflection. Is that a goal kick? Sorry, guys. Is that another corner? Shit, man. Villa are on things at the minute. They need to get the second though, or they could come to regret it. Come in now, just leaving my booyaka. That's what I like to hear, my guy. Gonna see the meds arrive live on stream. Let me get to the comments though. My bad. Yeah, Mexico, bro. Like I said, I got the weed gods with me as well, bro. Anywhere we go, past the follow. I don't even know the rest of the words, so I might just stop there. Madison got squashed. I read that one. Big up 4-0. He said the keeper tried to take him off road. Swear down. Yeah, but the keeper was moving like the feds, trying to put him behind the door. Yeah, mad thing, sad thing. He said Spurs had to low key win that game for him. Damn. What was he like? That was the end of the game then. That must have been the end of his game then, innit? The end of his game. Big yourself up 4-0 though. Like I said, the link should be in the chat somewhere. Big up, why not? Geordie is stressed off cam meds. Didn't even sit down, 1-0 down. Yeah, because he was, bro. He's talking about we need to watch our back. I mean, I'm pretty sure you might have seen the show though. Great show. Big up 4-0. Are you telling me?
Yeah.
We're dead there. Good.
I'm blessed, one, bro. Madison got squished. You know what you do to bugs that come into the yard, bro? When I mean he got crunched,
Oh shit, man said
bro.
crunch.
Legit crunched. There's no doubt. He didn't play on. There's no doubt. I have no doubt.
That
Bro,
must what in the Frankfurt game or whatever it was.
bro, he wasn't looking. He's just about to look, but knees were already in the air, coming towards man's Adam Apple eyelids, all of that.
Oh.
Crunched him.
Hey, that's wild, bro. You know when when you're not looking as well. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, but whiplash.
Callas, yeah, I hear it, man. Just got the ding. That's what I like to see.
Ooh, 1-1, bro.
1-1. I'm
Yeah.
watching. But how can you be in front?
Look at this.
Oh,
The guy that should have been sent off. The guy that should have been sent off
the
as
guy
well.
that should have been sent off, Shaw, has just. I
Imagine.
told you, if at one, bro, was you watching it from the start? Did you see like Rogers and them not doing like the little back kills and
Yeah.
the little flicks. I'm saying, why are you doing that, bruv? It's 1-0. And now I seem justified, innit? Because it's fucking 1-1. I ain't doing no celebrations. There ain't no air horns. I'm sorry, innit? But we need Villa to win this game, or it needs to be a draw. Bare minimum. Bare
One of the
minimum.
two, bro.
But still, obviously, if it ain't, then
What a ball.
as
My
long as
God.
it's a goal fest, yeah, it's a good ball in. But the keeper's dead as well, bro. What is the keeper doing there, fam?
Under
Oh,
Martinez as well.
I know, bro.
Come on, bro. This
Look,
guy only in big games does he stand up.
Harvey, but look through his legs, bro. Oh
I
my
know.
lord. Oh my lord.
Only in the big games does he step up and actually get.
Man just got nutmegged with the header, bro. Like, do you see his legs trying to close? That was mad. That was mad. Fuck's sake, bro. They're doing it for how? I keep thinking, who's this Don they keep showing? I keep forgetting that Housing Hospital. Like,
Yeah. They said
how?
he's cool though.
Yeah, hope he's blessed. I think he is. Mad, mad, mad. He's stressed. I bet he's not stressed now, bro. I was just reading Why Not's comment, boy. Why Not's bigging up 4-0. Big yourself up. Oh shit, Asensio. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Yeah, he said he was last man. That's what I'm saying. For me, that should have been, bro. I've seen it, like that. I've seen people get sent off for that, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Last man as well.
last man, bro. I've seen man get sent. If that was Arsenal, you'd
See,
have been.
man,
Imagine if that was Skelly, bro. He was gone.
Man sent off Saliba at the halfway line. This was on the edge of
Oh,
the box, bro.
exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Crazy.
Oh, Asensio just missing the ball like that. Oh my lord. That was dead. That was absolutely dead. Big up, why not? Oh yeah, you just
To be fair, I'm just clocking that because Eddie Howe's in hospital. That might be the reason that Newcastle are running people over, you know.
I know, bro, and I just don't want to see it because it's in their hands, bro. Like, they could finish. I mean, to be honest, if they finish second, fuck it, bro. I don't even know. It's just like the Arsenal fan in me, innit? It's like I just don't want to hear the banter, bro. I think that's what it is. I don't want someone like Specs who's already got hella chest. You get me? To
I hear
start
you, fam. I hear you.
to start trying to message me. But at the end of the day, fuck it, bro. If it happens, it happens. If I win the big ears, bro, you get me? No one can banter no one, bro. You get me? It don't matter where you finish. It's not even Liverpool, bro. And I know they've won it 6 times. I know they're gonna win the league, but not this season, not right now, bro. I just can't hear it, bro. Like, I'm Vincent Van Gogh, bro. Like, chop my ears off, bro. I can't hear it, bro. Not this year, bro. Not if we win it. It is gonna be unbearable for rivals if we win it, bro. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, I'm on next. Kills it.
The shameless levels are about to go to an all-time high, bro. Like, it's gonna be mad. Yeah, big up,
Yeah.
man. Sorry, why not bigging up AFC? Why not saying Spain, Portugal, Morocco? You can get meds. I got taken to the grow field in Morocco. Ross Clark, them ones there,
There's
bro.
some country you go to, you could spend like £100 on weeds, and they'll bring you like a wheelbarrow.
I know, bro. I've been there, bro. I've been
Yeah,
up, up, up. If you can hear the rat, if you can hear the rat in the background, that means the door's gone. That means that let me sit my ass up, boy. Get me, stand to attention. Dun, 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 dun. You get me?
Man's about to receive his meds.
Hey, the meds is here, people. The meds is here. Big up Nathan if you're watching on the sly. The dusty weed is here, my guy. It's never dusty though. I don't smoke dusty herb in it. Big money spent, big money spent. You get me? Cali Bud, what's man talking about, fam? My brother. Yeah, 1-1 though in this game. If you were wondering, man's gonna have to push the door, break it open, my G. Break it open. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on, live on air. Here comes the meds. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, brother. But you take a touch, yeah? Yeah. Say less. You good? It's fucking hot out there. It's kind of hot in here. Yeah, I'm trying to ting, bro, but it's not quite green screening, to be honest with you, bro. It's not quite green screening. And when I get the proper setup, you get me, it'll be better. Phase 1, innit? Phase 1. Phase 1. But love for that, though, my G. I'm going to roll up one live right now. How about that? Yeah. Big up, man. Appreciate that, man. But yeah, Newcastle 1, Aston Villa 1. Bless up, my G. Just close the door behind you. Everything cooked and curry, you know, like that. Business time. Big 420 tomorrow. What, you think man's not gonna have bud? Please. That's just the first package as well. There's a next one coming later. Oh Lord. This one's sponsored by Raws, the brown one. I did have the OCBs, but they're finished now, man. Finito. Right, let's try and get back into this game somewhat. My apologies to the. I always get cussed out, man. Oh, you don't get to the comments. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, people. Sorry. Yeah, man. But everywhere.
I can, if someone says something in the comments, I'll let you know.
Yeah. That's what I said. Eyes on the ground, bro. Eyes on the ground. You get me? That's what. Yeah. Each and every time.
They want to interact.
Each and every time. I can't backstrap, but I always cut the Rizzler in it.
Oh, is it?
I can't backstrap, my G, bro. I can't. Oh, bro, I'm Uncle Views, bro. When the new man tried to tell me, bro, my little bro just brought the weed there, bro. Man can do tulips. He can do, bro. I'm like, Ross Clark. It's like, man, origami, bro.
That's not special, bro.
Man, I was doing origami, bro. That's like some new school thing, bro. When I was growing up smoking weed, like, we was cussing out man that used green and red, you know, like that. We was using blue slims and thought we was hard, you know.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, I don't even know. I struggle to front strap. I can only backstrap.
You can only backstrap, swear.
Yeah, and I don't even rip it. I rip it at the end. Because if I see my girl with it, she rips off at the beginning. But what I rip off compared to her is way too much. So
way too much, right? So you need to do it at the end. Okay.
At the end, you see the excess Rizzler in it.
Yeah, I always cut it, but I can't, bro. I can't. And certain man do like, they grow out their nails because they do the whole tuck and roll, bro. And I do the clamp like that. So I'm old school. It's caveman business, isn't it? Oh shit, balling. Easy. So what are you saying for this game then, my G? What's your predictions?
I predict the thing to win, isn't it? Villa to win, remember?
Come on.
Only because obviously deep down I want them to win, it.
Oh, swear, yeah. No, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like I like Newcastle, innit? I like what they're doing. Like if they weren't about to take us over, then I'd probably want them to win. But yeah, fuck them now, bro. You know, like that.
I like everyone, innit? I said to you last time, I just don't like their fans. It's simple.
Yeah, okay. You know what? And I didn't mind their fans, yeah, but it's like when their fans try to get in on the whole Lewis Skelly thing, bro. That's what pissed me off, innit? When I see Newcastle fans outside St. James's Gate, all right, you've knocked us out, bro. Just be happy that you've knocked us out. Why are you trying to do the Skelly outside, bro? That pissed me off, bro.
Yeah, bro. 18 years old, bro. Leave him alone.
These motherfuckers, you get me? Like, what you doing? So what's this one? This one's the pink runts, yeah? Say less.
Yeah, runts crazy.
Pink runts. Oi. Gas.
Okay, Villa moving that ball around, yeah?
Yeah, they're doing all right, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. But I said, don't start doing all the. Have they scored?
Giving it, bro. You got skins. No.
We're gonna say,
but Bruno might get books.
Oh, you just got salad, didn't it? I just see it there. Salad.
Man said, excuse me.
Yes. Sorry, sir.
I'm sorry, sir. When you run past, man.
You get through your legs, bro. Salad. Jeez. Put him in the book, ref. That was cynical, bro. You got to put him in the book for that. Yeah. No. Sorry, sir. Sorry. Excuse me. Oh, shit. Little back heel. Sorry. Yeah, that was grease. That was grease still.
Woo! Okay, lucky.
What, you're not? You never got it? Obviously, you're a little bit in front of me. No booking, yeah?
Yeah, no booking.
Lucky, bro. Booking on top of the nutmeg. He's pissed. Oh, this is gas still. Jeez. This is gas. So I normally have my pans like 0.5, but we're just gonna high it today. Oh, they hit the woodwork again. That's the time. The second Villas hit the woodwork. Jeez, Newcastle need to fix up. They've got back in the game, but Villa stepped it up again. Why are they just unlucky, man? Finishing, innit? It's like they had chances against PSG, innit? But they weren't finishing, bro. That's the thing, bro.
Okay, why not know about the draw, yeah? The Meds.
Why not was telling me the spots where you can go and get it? I mean, obviously, yeah, if I go Morocco.
Oh, yeah, he did actually. Spain, Portugal, Morocco.
If I go Morocco, like, of course I'm going to get it. Portugal, I haven't actually been to Portugal. Imagine. My brethren goes like every 6 months because he does DJing and he does one bar over there, innit?
Okay.
Matt's Bar or whatever it's called. He goes and does that like some residency thing. So we go, was it Albufera or whatever? He goes there regular, innit? And I'm just like, all right, what if they got over there? Can you smoke? Man's like, yeah, man, gas. I'm like, cool. Obviously, I know Spain, even in central Spain, Barcelona, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm getting bored of going Spain. I went Mexico. The hotel I was in, they were selling herb on the beach, bro. But it looked like some sage, bro, like sage and fucking thyme. When I looked at that, I was like, imagine if I didn't bring my own bud, fam. Imagine. Like when I walked into my hotel room, yeah, I met one guy from Manchester there, and he's like, "Oh, what?" He's like, "You smoke?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, do you want to smoke a joint? I got some stuff off the guy off the beach." I said, "What, that oregano thing?" Man said, "Yeah." I said, "Family." I said, "Just come with me in it." When I opened up my room, he said, "Oh my days, I could smell it already." It was in the safe, bro. You know, like that. It was in the safe, my guy. Like bruv, I had room service and everything, 24-hour room service. I was smoking Zoots as the guy came in, bro. Like, just give them a little piece of money. They don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the Benjamins over there, bro. Cancun. Obviously, you can't be on a mad thing, but like I said, we was in the hotel we was in. It was like an eco resort. So we was like, there was monkeys on our resort. There was like there was bear, like fucking just bear shit, bro. Fucking lizards, like all types of different fucking birds and shit. So it was just mad, innit? So we're like in the middle of the forest, but the guy on the beach, he was selling bags, bro. Like looked like half ounce, or I don't even know what you could pick up over there. He wanted 50 US. I was like, for this oregano, bruv. When I looked at it, bruv, I said, thank God I brought my own weed, innit? My thing, 30. You know, like,
For real.
come on.
For real, bro.
There's
It
no
was
way.
just a headache. I can't lie.
Yeah, there's no way I can smoke that. But yeah, my missus was, yeah, she turned a different color, bruv, when we got there. You get me? She was shook, fam. But the weed gods are always with me, man. I was in Egypt. I never brought no bud there because when I was going to Egypt, bruv, they had some conference, like all the African ministers and all that. So I knew the security was gonna be mad. When I say I got out of the airport at Sharm, yeah, bro, it was like, have you seen like the Hurt Locker and all that? You know, like when they put that thing under the bus with the mirror, checking for bombs and
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. To check the bombs.
I was like, what on earth is this, bro? The man them came on the coach with the AKs and that, looking around, checking everything, checking under the thing. I said, rotted. But anyway, took us about half an hour. Got to the hotel, nothing on me, of course. Only took me about 10 minutes to source. You get me? That's what I'm like.
Yeah, of course, man. That's hashish.
Hashish, bro. We got
Hashish.
some hashish real quick. And I actually got bud out there as well, but we got the
Yeah,
hashish.
man, I met I used to work as a receptionist in Earl's Court in it,
Okay.
and there was a guy that started working there after called Ahmed from Egypt.
Ahmed.
Brother, this guy was built different, man. And I'm built different, so you know what I mean. So I know he built different, bro. This
Okay.
guy, while walking through, he was telling me that his dad is a general in Egypt and in the army and all of them things
Army,
there.
yeah,
And I was
yeah, yeah,
thinking,
yeah.
brother, we was walking through a hospital in it because I worked in a hospital at this time. We was
Okay.
walking through the hospital now. I saw a woman smoking a cigarette, and then he goes up to her and he's like, "Sorry, man, you can't smoke in here, innit, bruv?" And he puts out the blend with his fingers.
Oh my days. Oh my days. Yeah, these men
With
are hard,
his
bro.
fingers,
These
bruv,
fingers.
mid conversation. I'm looking at him like, what?
What is he? Some Shaolin master, bro, man, just putting out the thing
What?
with his hands, bro.
Brother, how many times have you punched dirt, bruv, for your hands to be rigid?
His new name is
Like,
on back, bro. Like, what's he going on for? Do
bro,
you know what I thought you was
hey,
gonna say?
finish me, God.
Sorry, do you know another corner for Villa? You know what I thought you was gonna say? I thought you was gonna
God.
say he took a cigarette and then wrapped hash around it. Have you seen that man do that?
Hey, bruv. That
Bro,
man different.
bro,
Different.
brother. These I didn't even see that in Egypt. I saw that when I was in Tunisia, fam. Yeah, I'm in Tunisia. Like, obviously, I've been North Africa a few times. I'm in Tunisia these times. Obviously, I got hashish when I was out there as well. Come on,
Yeah.
you get me. Anyway, this Don's got a fag, and I'm seeing him. I'm walking, and he's like the security Don, yeah, for the hotel that I'm at, because they got like concierge. Them times there it was like terrorist stuff going on and shit, so they like had extra people just around watching all this kind of shit. This Don sitting at the thing, doing something to the fag, like with the lighter, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is? So I'm walking up to him, yeah. The same guy I went and got my first, because this is like these time there. This was like the third hash draw I went to get from this guy. You get me? And he's rolling the hash around the fag, bro, like around the outside of the fag, like a spiral. Like it was
Right.
wild, bro. Wild. And he said, hit the fag, bro. It didn't, I couldn't even taste cigarette. I couldn't even taste cigarette. Like it was wild, bro. I was like, bro, when I tried to do it now, not me, obviously, my little bro, because he's the roller. We're like, look, if anyone's gonna be able to do it, it's gonna be Tom, innit? Let him bill it, yeah. Bro, nah, it weren't the same, bro. It weren't the same, bro. It just weren't. I don't know what this guy done to it, but like I said, it was
Yeah, that's experience, isn't it?
whole cigarette, and it was like a snake of hash going round the fag, bro, in some spiral. Crazy, crazy,
Nah,
crazy.
you're trying to pop it, isn't it?
Say that again. Oh, the chat. So
Yeah, you're trying to pop it. Yeah.
you know, I'm confused, bro, and I'm trying to bill it as well and watch the game. You know, like
Do you want
that.
me to
It's
say it? Do you want me to say
no.
the?
Hold on, hold on. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're looking to go Mexico, but I can't stand long flights. Big up AFC, man. Yeah, man. It was a 10-hour flight. 10-hour flight. And imagine my youth, yeah, he's travel sick, but he done the whole 10 hours. And when we landed, he threw up. That's
Oh my
nuts, isn't it?
god!
Literally, when we landed in Cancun, he threw up, bro. Like mad, mad. But it is a
God
long
bless.
flight. It was 10 hours. He's saying 4-0 down. Big up AFC. Big up Why Not? He said Tyndall is the man in charge of Newcastle. Oh, okay, that's the don on the sideline. He also said Pink Ranks is good. Yeah, hey, bro, it's smelling like gas, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully, it's tasting good as well. He also said I've built a tulip and a holy cross. Jeez, man's doing
Yeah,
the
but why not? We're gonna come back to that, innit? Why not? We're gonna come back to that for
yeah,
sure.
man's done. He's doing the Ali G fingers, bro. I can just about bill a zoot, fam. Man, talking about tulips and that. Jeez, bro. Big yourself up though. When little bro built the tulip, it was like we put like a 3-5 in it, bro. Like it was mad. Saw it first.
Wow, big up Gareth Barry. Wow, that
I like
you.
Gareth, yeah. I forgot what he looks
Hey,
like.
see
Bro.
him in time, bro.
He's not even looking too bad, fam, for his
That's
age.
what I'm
How
saying.
old is he, bro? He might even be younger than me. Go on, Gareth.
No, he definitely isn't. He plays with us. Something, innit?
Man said I saw it first on the movie Pineapple Express, but I don't rate the Meds Pineapple Express lightweight in my opinion. Yeah, to be honest with you, bro, I got that when I was in Dam, like literally in January, bro. I saw Pineapple Express. I thought, cool. I ain't smoked it. Like, obviously, people in the UK say I got pineapple. I'm like, come on, bro. You know, like you're gonna trust it more in it if it's from Dam. So I
True.
thought, let me smoke it, brother. The Gary Payton was better, you know, like that. And I tell you what, I did like.
Yeah.
What was it called? It was no, not AK. It was what was it called? I forget, bro. It was not mimosa. It was something, bro. It's one of the US things. Anyway, it cost me like €35 for a fucking gram, bro. But it was so leng, bro. And there was a next
Mm.
thing like tequila, sunshade or nightshade or whatever. That was nice. There was. But apparently, when I showed the list of all the things to my brethren, he's like, "Raw, they just like changing the names all the time, bro." Because there was only a couple that he recognized still, Gary Payton, things like that.
Yeah, but that's normal though, isn't it? You know how
Yeah,
we do, bro. We
yeah,
always change.
it's weed, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? But they even had some nice like resins, and they had some
Yeah,
peach.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
They
what
had
you got to rate them.
yeah, they had some peach thing, bro. That was leng, bro. It was proper nice, some
Isolated
peach hash.
selection thing.
They had you know that top shelf shit, bro. That's like €150, and it's meant to like
Yeah.
burn for 2 hours or something like that. I can't remember what.
Bro, me and my bedrooms have done that a few times. A super blunt, innit?
Is that what it is? Yeah, I didn't know what
Yeah.
I'm saying to the person. I said, "What's this? What do you mean it burns for 2 hours, bro?" And they showed me the picture. It was in a box. I'm just like, I don't even take it out. I said, "Is it a candle?" He's like, "No."
Bro, nah,
Like,
nah, nah. It's a fat boy code, bro. When I mean, bro, I've done that. I remember we lit up two super blunts on Christmas, innit? Because this is when I lived in Birmingham with my bedrooms. Bro,
okay.
there was five of us, bro. We lit up two super blunts, killed it, man. They were class.
What
Struggling.
did someone bring them back from Dam or whatever? Or you can get that in
No, no, no.
Birmingham.
You can get super blunts. You can get super blunts anywhere.
Oh,
And I
swear.
believe any weed shop in it that sold
No,
the
there's
hella
a place
grinders and
in
all of that
London.
stuff.
I know there's a place in London.
There should be a place everywhere. I can't lie.
Swear down, rotted.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what I'm doing. I know there's a place where people go in there and they like build their zoots, and I said, "What? That's in London? Like it's a weed calf like that."
Oh no, we built the zoo. We just bought the blunt from there, innit?
Oh, okay, you can buy the blunts and build your
Yeah,
own.
but we had to. What was it? We had to get two Qs. Two Qs. I don't think two Qs was enough for the super blunt. We had to get more.
We just about built the fucking tulip with the eighth. Get me? I was thinking we might have to put more in, but I didn't roll it. I can't. Like I said, I can just about bill it, fam. But like, man's talking about tulips and Holy Cross, but that's Tommy, bro. Like I said, little bro, you can do
Big
all of
him
that.
up, man.
That's probably you backstrapping, and yeah, I can't even do any
Yeah,
of that.
no, I can only backstrap. I can't do all of that, bro. But see, why not talking about building up the Holy Cross, bro? Why not? I once had the Holy Cross when I
Holy,
went to one
how
girls' yard,
much goes into that?
bro. I don't know it, but I remember I went to one girls' yard in Oxford for New Year's. Me and my bedrooms, bro. As soon as I stepped through the door, her bedrooms were like, "Here, hit this." It was a Holy Cross, bro. I took
Shit,
two big
man.
boy pools, and yeah, man. After a while, man, they were like, "Bro, you cool, fam? You look great." No, I'm like, nah, stop.
Shit.
I felt beat up, bro.
I'm gonna say, where man, just sit down, two big pools, and just sit down.
100%. I sat down. Bro, I was
Yeah,
chilling for
yeah.
time.
Quick, just
I only came back to life when I hit a blunt, bro.
yeah.
Bro, I was moved to.
Jeez, bro. Jeez. Yeah, we was getting mad, but then Tommy, like, we didn't do any tulips or nothing in Dam because obviously everything cost bare money in it. But he done a couple of like barrels. We done single barrel, double barrel, triple barrel.
Yeah.
Even see if I so is it on what? I don't even think I got it on WhatsApp. I was gonna just share the damn thing, but let me see, bro, because he's that guy that does all of that. And he's like, shall we do it? Shall we do it? He was like, no, it's gonna cost too much money. And obviously, we was going to bear different calves as well. So, but this is the Don who builds it mad. Yeah, I caught him slipping, bro, sleeping. We was in one calf. You can eat, drink, and smoke in it. I can't even remember what it was called. I think it was one of the. It was near where the bull. Have you been to Dam?
No, I'm not. Actually, I don't, you know.
Do you know what?
But yeah,
January, I'm 41, bro. Obviously, I weren't then, but that was my first time, bro. As a dragon, I've been smoking since I was 13, bro. I've been to other places where you can smoke and all that. Hadn't been to Dam. I did have Dam booked in 2020, but obviously COVID happened. Everything got cancelled.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
meant to go Dam. I was meant to go Portugal, and I was meant to go Dominican Republic, all in that year. And all
Well,
three.
I can't even go to Dominica, bro. My girl would not let me. No way. No way.
Hey, bro, fucking no, because the year before that 2019 is when I was in Mexico, innit? So we met a few
Yeah.
people out there. They're like, oh, they're kind of like similar, but we're going Dominican Republic next year. Da, 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 da. So we just like, yeah, fuck it, we'll just book. We booked it, and everything got cancelled like within a week, bro. No Dam, no Portugal, no Don Rep. It's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, man spent like 5 bags on a holiday and that to Don Rep anyway, and they were like, oh, yeah, we can send you somewhere else. Someone's about to hold a yellow again. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, things asking in the chat if you could join us, by the way.
You say
I
that
think
again?
he's asking if you could join us. DWTT, I think it's asking if
Oh,
you could join
Gary.
us.
Yeah. The link's in the chat. I'll put it out again. Hold on. Let me I ain't even got. I've been slipping today, innit? I've been slipping. Let me just hurry up.
Yeah, it's cool.
Let me just hurry up. Yeah. We was talking about the strains, innit? It's not even that good. 1.27. Is that what it is now? Ross Clark, big up man like Mali, you know.
Trust
Ain't
me.
seen you for a bit. Hope you are well, my bro. Ross Clark 1.2. When I checked, it was like 1.1 something. I ain't even checked it.
Come on, bro, man, I'm flying through this, bro. What promotions did you put on?
What? Say that again?
What promotions did you put on?
Bro, I gave the guy 40 buff, bro. I said that you meant to fix up my SEO score, because that's what the guy was saying. Oh, like if you've got a bad SEO, people are not gonna come across your content in it. If you're, or you could be slightly shadow banned and all that. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, well then just make it sure though, so I'm not shadow banned and people can see my shit. People seeing my shit and they're pressing subscribe in it. Like, it's mad. It's mad, bro.
I don't even know what that means, bro. So SEO shadow
Bro,
ban.
I don't know what, bro. I thought the guy's trying to bump me, but because he's a good friend of my cousin, I'm like, bro, like, he's like, you're trying
Yeah,
to
I
do
thought sometimes.
sports. And like, yeah, he's like, how long you been doing it? I said, well, I had the channel a year, but I've been doing it proper, maybe, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months. He's like, how many views you got? I was like, that even before that, I had like what 165k views. He's like, that's not bad. He's like, but you might have a bad SEO score. I'm like, what's that? He's just like, oh, it's just something to do with the advertising and things. Coming out with all this shit, bro. I'm like, fam, like I'm sitting there billing a zoot, bro. I'm just like, bro, like, big up Gary. Hold on, let me see that I can get you in. Let me hide that on screen so I can try and get man in.
My daughter's been Portugal like 4 times, and she's 7.
She's been Portugal how many times?
Like 4 times. She loves it there.
Oh, swear down.
Yeah.
I ain't been Portugal yet. Big up Gary, man. How you doing, my bro?
I'm doing good, doing good. Oh, all right. I got my college hat on. I had Arsenal hat on earlier today, but
yeah, that's all right. That's all right. How you been, man?
doing good, doing good. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries whatsoever.
So you joined the show this earlier today.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I was just kind of like flicking through. I was still trying to, do thumbnails and all sorts at that point. So I didn't stay, but yeah, I thought I'd come in and share I think I shared it as well and hit a like and stuff, show some love. So hope you had a good show. Okay, sorry, just thought I'd see a chance there, but yeah, hope you had a good show. Hope everything's good with yourself.
Everything's going good. 4-0 down. Good seeing you. I guess be on here. I see Why Not's in there. Everybody knows Why Not.
We got Why Not. We all know Why Not. Let me stop sharing.
Go Gators, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Go Gators. Yeah, big up, man. Because I just bloody lost the AI score. Let me just get that up at least. But so far, so good, man. What do you reckon, Gary? What's your prediction for this Aston Villa Newcastle game?
Well, you know what? I don't like either. I don't like anybody except for Arsenal, right? So I'm like, I like to see that that top 5 competition keep going. The only way that's going to happen, I think, is if Villa get something out of this game, because Newcastle look like they could just run away from everybody if they keep the way they've been going. Like that Shar not getting the red came back to haunt them, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, he had a chance to get a red, comes back and scores the score at the game to get the game 1-1. I mean, that always happens, right? Yeah. Always happens.
Yeah.
The man that should be off the pitch is the man that scores the goal that gets them back in the match.
Watkins, why are you diving, bro?
Why are you diving? That didn't look like a dive, didn't it?
You don't need to dive with VAR present, bro. Well, if you're an Aston man, maybe, innit? But really and truly, you shouldn't have to dive no more.
Very true. Very true.
Shouldn't have to, but he's had a good game, man. I mean,
I like him, bro. I'll still take him. I'm not one of them people, bro. 29, I'm like, yeah, come play 2 years at 33, and then you get me. I still buy another striker.
I know a lot of people say the fact that we didn't get him is all right because Moreno's doing good. I'm like, no, that one's a striker, one plays like a striker, and one isn't a striker. And the difference is just because he's scoring goals doesn't mean he's helping the rest of the players get scoring. Because we need Martinelli and Trossard and Weary to be scoring. We'll get that if we have a striker in there helping things out, right? So he'll do that. You see the long passes they put into him. We're not putting that into Moreno. He's not a striker, right?
Yeah,
but strikers take up real areas, real dangerous places on the pitch. We don't get that.
Yeah,
arguably, we play all our football in front of people.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
That is a good point. That is a good point. But yeah, it makes a good point. I mean, I'd still take him. Not as the marquee though. I'd take him if
no.
Yeah. Like we need to go in for Gyökeres. Like we need to go in for Osherman or someone like that. So there's a chance there for Newcastle.
He'll be my backup striker, isn't it?
Yeah. And maybe he wouldn't want to do that, but I mean, like I said,
he would.
You reckon?
I'm not Aston Villa, bro. I'm not Villa. He would.
He's doing that now, right? He's doing that now, right? I mean,
right. But
I'll play him, innit?
Yeah. No. The thing is, he's been complaining about it. I was literally just mentioning it at the start of the stream, and I was saying, he's been moaning about not being started, and now he's got the start in this game. And he started like a bat out of hell. Do you know what I mean? Got the goal, hit the woodwork. Like he started like he actually means something.
You have Villa got up front for him not to be starting. Do you know?
Well, I think Gary said, did they start Asensio in the last game? Or
I've seen Asensio up top, I believe, and playing up there. So I think, I think they've had answers when he's been off the pitch. So they haven't missed him some games, right?
Right. Obviously Rashford, and they got Marlon as well, and so yeah. I mean, obviously there's a little bit more competition. He's used to being the main man. That's why Duran left, because he wanted to be the main man. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're right. 4-0. Obviously, we ain't Aston Villa. However, I think he and everyone missed the trick in January, because if he would have, there would have been no question about whether he would, you know what I mean? He would have been the main guy if
Yeah.
we got him in January. So he maybe should have pushed for a move a little bit more. However, if Arsenal are, way below the valuation mark, then maybe it was always a non-starter. But it's half time in this game now. 1-1. Let's bloody hope it stays that way. Like I said, I'm always about a minute behind anyway, so we're into the last bit of injury time on my screen's just about cut out. Don't know what's happened there. Don't know what's happened there. But how you feeling, man? Both of you guys, actually. Obviously, we've got PSG in the final now in semi-finals, couple of weeks. How you guys feeling, man? How you feeling about that? What do you reckon our chances are?
Well, I'll let you go 4-0 first.
You
want me to? Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, because I spoke about it yesterday, innit? I'm confident.
yeah, I think we did. Yeah, that you're right. But obviously, I haven't heard from Gary. But always good to hear. Go on, Gary. Give us your thoughts on PSG, bro.
I've said it all year. Defensively, we're fine. No matter who's in or out the lineup, we're fine. Arteta has an answer for the defense, no matter what. We've seen it all this year. We haven't really had the same fullbacks play in multiple games back to back to back. So he's always changing, and you don't see a big dip where you're like, you know what, somebody should be playing ahead of somebody else. So he's been consistent that way. So I think that's defensively we're fine. Offensively, are we gonna, do we need to keep up with them, or are they gonna, so things moved around there.
Yeah.
Offensively, I was just saying, offensively, are we going to be able to keep up with them if it gets to be one of those up and down, fast break type games?
Yeah, that's what I think, because they're more of a team unit. Their kind of MO, because that's what they say. PSG, they can't defend. Barcelona, they can't defend. But when you attack like that, do you know what I mean? Do you need to defend as much? So I think it's going to be kind of like the battle of the attacks a little bit. Probably with us, we'll probably defend more than they will. I think our team's built for that a little bit more. And as you said, we've been chopping and changing for most of the year. Why do you think then? Because any top team, as me and 4-0 have discussed before, they've got their style of play, they've got their philosophy. Anytime you make a substitution, anytime you bring anyone in, it shouldn't really rock the boat, because everyone should know how. Okay, so why is it just the defense that's got that, and maybe not the midfield and the attack?
That is the big question. That is the big question. Like, what you do? Why? How can you switch out anybody? Bring somebody in who hasn't played fullback for you, like Maitland-Niles, Miles Lewis-Skelly, and get him to play well, right? I mean, I don't get that. How you can see that? I think he's just got a defensive eye, because he sees anybody, right? We've all been talking about Curio not looking good, and I think he's been out of position. Finally put him in position. He's fine. He's going to make some blips, I think, one, because he hasn't played much, but in general, he's been playing pretty well as a center back. We've been able to, we just won a 5-1 with him at starting center back. I mean, that right there should be an example of why we're all right. No matter how. I mean, a lot of people talking about Real Madrid not being up there, but if they had beaten us 5-1, nobody would have said that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
No, I was the first one to admit that as well. I did say that even before the game, like, it really don't matter what we do in terms of the result. Someone's always going to find a way to slight it. 100%. So I take it you're confident then against PSG.
Defensively, I think, I'll put our defense up against anybody's offense right now. I mean, outside of Isak, that's the one guy who scares me by himself, right? We don't seem to have an answer for that, but I know Real Madrid is gonna come with the fire, and Inter has something as well to get together. But I think our defense should be able to hang with most attacks out there. I mean, I don't know who's got a better defense like us right now. I know Inter has a better scheme with all, but the back four and the goaltender, I think we're pretty much up there.
I'm just gonna say this, and I don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
Say what you
I don't think we've got the best defense. I just think we work the hardest when we don't have the ball. So naturally, we're gonna defend well, isn't it? Because that's the main thing. When we ain't got the ball, everyone works hard to get back the ball. If
So
that makes
who
sense,
would you say then Inter's got the best defense?
But to me, the best defense is when you keep your defenders back down there and you keep your attackers up there and they still defend. That's real defensive.
Mm.
We could do we could do the when everyone drops back, gets into position, and we're hard to break down. I hear it. You know what I mean? But no, there's no way I can't rate Kiwior, but I'm going to be saying we've got the best defense still. Nah, I can't do that. Lewis Kelly's our left back, but we've got
Yeah,
the best defense still.
you
Nah, I'm
can't
not saying that.
use
But defensively, we're good. I hear it, but we're defensively good as a team. It's not just our defenders, isn't it? It's our whole team that makes us defensively good.
Do you know what?
Before Declan Rice came in,
I'll give you. Sorry, go on.
yeah. Before Declan Rice came in, we were talking about Arsenal defense? Let's be honest.
Mm,
Yeah, me, man, they will say, yeah, hey, Gabriel Saliba, they're cold, you know. Hey, they're kind of cold. Oh yeah, that's it. When Rice came in from that point on, but what? Hey, Arsenal got one of the best defenses, you know. Yeah.
Well, that's
I
when we
wonder why.
double pivot.
But our issues always hasn't been defense, right? And that's why I think our defense is sound. That's why I think we're pretty good defensively. Our issue has always been, can we put the ball in the net? And that's been 5 years coming, right? Since Yang is gone, we're like, who do we turn to? We don't.
Yeah.
I don't think we allow Saka to just take over a game. And I think for some of the rivals, if we did that, they would probably think differently of him, right? He doesn't just take over a game where you're like, oh damn, Saka had a really good game today. He put so much pressure on them. He does to some degree, but not where you're like, yes, that's like we were talking about him.
Saka hasn't done that since Declan Rice came to Arsenal.
Yeah, and I think in some games we need him to. Right. In some games, we need him to just say, you know what, I got this. And you see glimpses of it, right? In that, like we played Liverpool, right? That, we're down men. We're all like sitting there, how are we going to do anything? And what does he do? He opens up with the goal. And you're like, yeah, we need that to be kind of consistently what he brings to the table every time he steps on the pitch. And then, he's doing that all the time. I think people will look at him even better than they do now. Now,
no, but that's why we rate him. My point is, like, the Saka you're talking about is not the Saka that can play because he has to do the defensive thing, bro. This is what I'm trying to say to you. We are cold because defensively, everyone works to defend. This is why going forward we're nonsense. This is why Marino has to play up front and he's happy with it because Marino will come back. I see Marino in Arsenal circle.
Some good
Oh, we've seen Lacazette play between our center backs,
bro,
right?
Exactly.
We've seen that.
You've seen Lacazette do the work.
It doesn't even bother us anymore, right? We see it. We're like, yeah, well, that's what we do with our center back.
Yeah, exactly. But ultimately, we just want to win, innit? If we win, we don't care, innit? But I'm just saying, before Declan Rice came to Arsenal and we did the, all right, cool, let's sit back a bit more and be defensively better. Bro, Saka used to be flexing in games. Man then used to say to me, Saka don't play. What? His performances used to shine before Declan Rice came in. Because when Declan Rice came in and he saw how good we was defensively, he just thought, you know what, we might as well lean on this defensive thing.
And that's what I'm saying. He's too choppy changey, man. It's like he doesn't realize when he's got a winning formula. That's what I want him to iron out. I don't want to see the whole thing ripped up next season and all of a sudden there's like 3 at the back or something, or just tweak, just make the right tweaks. Do you know what I'm saying? Stop,
tweak to the games. If the teams are sitting back, don't be on the pitch with those 7-8 defenders, bro, and against a low block. What are you doing?
Well, apparently we don't know what we're talking about, though, innit? People of our stance. Do you know what I mean? We don't know what we're saying, So yeah, you should have a plan B. You should have, even a plan C and a D. That's what he's been saying. You're getting 15 million a year. So absolutely, bro. Absolutely, I agree. Listen, at the end of the day, like I said, I can't argue with Gary's points either. The team is set up to be built off the defense and not enough what we're doing defensively. And whether that's because of Rice or Rice and the centre backs, I suppose it don't really matter, does it? Do you know what I mean? I suppose you both got a point, but yeah. So obviously, I know 4-0's confident. You're like so. I mean, what? Any kind of predictions in your mind how the game might go or score wise?
I think for me, it's going to depend on how this first game goes. Because without Partey, it might be a bit of a struggle for us. I could see us drawing this first one, but then in that road match, being able to do what we did at Real Madrid defensively, and then be able to steal it, and that's kind of how I see it going right now. Because unless he has an answer for what we're going to do without Partey, I mean, initially it should have been easy, right? It's just Rice, and we move on from there. But Rice hasn't necessarily played enough there for me to feel like it's going to be as good as when we have Partey there, right?
Mm-hmm.
maybe because Rice is in front of him, it makes it even easier. But I think that's going to be the key: is what answer does he have for Partey being out for this first match? You know, and he even said if we, defensively we can be down and still go out there and do something right. But I kind of feel like this first game is going to be the key here. Worst case scenario for me is a draw, but I think we need a 2-1. You get a 1-goal lead here, we'll be fine going to PSG.
Yeah,
to get the win. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I'll keep saying this: every game, every day that goes by, I think Saka is just getting better and better. Right. And at some point, maybe he will do one of those things that we're like, yes, that's what we need him to do again, right? That's what, at some point, maybe that will happen this season. Because I felt like he was trending where, his numbers were showing the offense on the assist side were trending in the right direction. And, goal scoring, not as much. But I feel like he's got that in him, right? And we're going to need something like that, I don't know. He got knocked down a peg when he tried that penalty kick there. But I think that's some confidence that you want in your attackers, right? To try and pull that off.
No, exactly. Because I was mad.
And then respond. And then he did it.
Exactly. That was the main point. Because I was mad. I was mad when I saw it. Like, what are you doing? But then someone said to me, bro, like, we need people like him. Someone that's got the audacity to even try that. And then not just that, but then to go and make up for that error. Yeah, that's a mentality.
We saw that from Calafiori, right, in the City match, right? He gives up that goal and then he turns around and gets his goal back. So now he's like all right, we're back even again. I don't owe anybody anything.
That's what we want to see from the players. We want to see that type of mentality. He's the one who told Declan Rice, just hit it, don't cross it. If that was Odegaard, he probably would have crossed it. You know what I mean? We need more players to, sometimes just be in the moment, have that gut feeling, just be free. But 4-0 down. What do you think Arteta's going to do? Because I know what I would do, but what do you think he's going to do about this party thing? Because don't get me wrong, as much as it is a massive miss, for me, if we had lost him and Declan Rice, like that would have been catastrophe. Because obviously now, go on.
Yeah, that would have been it, bro. Him and Declan Rice, allow me. Yeah. Had I even watched the game now, it would have been a beat down, bro. Allow it.
No, like madness.
Had I actually been running out of backline all the time? No.
Right. But I feel like because obviously, especially last year, and I think even for most part of that Madrid game away from home in Madrid, we was playing double pivot. So that's where I've always seen the best Declan Rice. I've been calling for this forever. Like, why have we changed to double pivot? So that's what I would do. But like I said, what would Arteta do, bro? What's Arteta gonna do now that Partey's not there? Is he gonna, upset the apple cart and move Moreno out of the attack? What do you think he's gonna do?
That's a good option, Well, for him, I say a good option because I think I'd rather play Skelly there, but I do believe he might move Moreno. I know this guy likes to rely more so on the experienced players in it than anything. But I did say this game, the players doesn't even matter, bro. Honestly, these two legs is between Arteta and Enrique. Honestly, this isn't got nothing to do with the players, bro. Promise you. This game, tactical, bro. These man is just a battle of wits. This is what it's gonna be because I've seen us sitting back to a degree because they might have better attackers and they might keep the ball good. Because Enrique Spanish, he'd actually seem to keep the ball. I know that man are going to keep the ball well, a lot better than Real Madrid did. But then again, off the ball, we are the best team, arguably in the world. So we might pressure them into oblivion and then take our chances from there. Innit? Like in terms of the scoreline, I can't even give you a scoreline this game.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I just wanted to kind of put the feelers out and see if you kind of had any inklings and what your feelings were, but more so. Not the score, more kind of like how the game would go. Gary, I'll pose you the same question just quickly. Sorry, 4-0. Just what is Arteta gonna do about that party problem? Is he like I said, is he gonna upset the attack? What's he gonna do, bro?
Yeah, no, it's similar to what 4-0 said. For me, if Ben White's back, then we have options, and that's where Skelly can get in to that midfield. I mean, he plays there pretty much half the game anyways, right? What's the point? What's the difference between just having him there for their whole game, especially if Ben White's back? But I guess we'll find out tomorrow if Ben White gets some minutes. But
Yeah.
that's going to be key, I think, for his return to the field, because Ben White will definitely give us an answer as to what we can do. I mean, I would love to see Skelly in the midfield there and not have to bring Moreno back. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but Moreno coming back doesn't really help me out as much. It doesn't make me feel good. But if Skelly was in the midfield, I feel much better. I would feel much better about that, because it just, I think he's still young, so he makes a little bit miscalculations on that back line, because I don't think he hasn't played there as much. But you bring him in the midfield, I think he'll feel even more comfortable there, and we know he can play. So, so that would be something that Arteta could do to mix things up a little bit and surprise us if he were to put Skelly in that midfield and just say, you know what, Rice, you've got Skelly there with you, and defensively we know that's not. I think defensively he's better than Moreno.
Of course,
right? And we know he'll bring the ball up the pitch if he wants to. So we'll not lose that aspect that Moreno would bring. So I kind of feel like, you know what, that should be an easy answer if White is back. Otherwise, Moreno comes back, and then we have to see if Trossard can give us one of those games that we haven't seen when he starts. When he starts, I kind of go, you know what, this is why you shouldn't start. When he plays back-to-back games, this is why you shouldn't start. He kind of gives me the wrong answers sometimes as to whether or not he should be on the pitch. But so that's kind of how I feel about that one. I think, like I said, defensively we have answers. Whether or not Arteta, as you say, is confident and trusting, he'll trust Moreno to come back, but he won't trust Skelly, who plays in the midfield, to just play in the midfield. You know what I mean?
This is my problem. This is my problem. Just like the easy enough solution. Not even just that. I've been trying to put myself in the mind of this guy, bro, and I see that you're not picking players based on where they play, where they identify as, or what position they identify as. It's more like profiles. That's why Marino's up front, because he's got the Havertz profile. That's why Wannieri plays right wing, because he's got the Saka profile. So who's got the Thomas Partey profile? Miles Lewis Skelly. Yeah, he's got the profile. Plays like him. He carries the ball forward. You get me? Obviously, he's going to break up attacks, things like that. So he should be the obvious choice and play Kieran Tierney left back. But oh no, that's why I asked you, what is Arteta going to do? Because I know what we would do. What is this guy going to do?
Yeah, that's what I say. Moreno's going to be in the midfield based on, and like I said, based on, even if White is healthy, you'll probably still put Moreno in the midfield, right? I mean, because he's not going to start. Because he's not.
Why had the chance against Madrid, but why can't start no more? There's no way. If he can't play against Madrid, he's not playing against PSG. Too many
Is he coming back still? For me, in my eyes, is he coming back, or do you think he just didn't get a start because he's not our starter? I just feel like he's still coming back, like the same way Saka's wasn't ready to play 90 minutes for us, and it's still not even ready to play 90 minutes, right? It was 2-1, and we still took him off.
I would only play White in the per minute. I wouldn't play White.
Okay, well that's what I'm trying to say. Obviously, that's what you think about it. But we're saying, what is Arteta going to do? Purely because I think Ben White never featured in any of these games because of the fitness, not because his level ain't there. Now that isn't my opinion or not. That's what I think from Arteta's point of view, innit? Because obviously he's tried to bring him back. We don't even know what's going on with this guy. As Gary said earlier, like, we don't even know if he's going to feature against Ipswich. Like, we have to wait and see if he's going to be on the bench. But I personally think that's why he hasn't featured in any of those games, is because of fitness rather than his ability. Now, I agree with you, 4-0. Let me just put that out there. Ben White is definitely the rotational player. But even I was thinking, boy, when I heard Kivior's going to partner Saliba, I'm like, we got to get Ben White back ASAP. We got to get Ben White back. And at the end of the day, I've had to just be quiet about it because Kivior slotted in, and that's how it should be, though, isn't it? That's how it should be for all the players across all the positions.
Yeah,
I just bloody ain't, man. So what are you guys in agreement that you reckon Moreno was going to come into that 8 role then?
Yeah, and Arteta's eyes for sure. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just thinking about Marino dropping back just hurts my head, man. Makes me sick, man.
Oh, it hurts, bro. Yeah,
Makes me sick.
that's what I'm trying to say. Because again, that's why I say that's why I call Arteta one of the luckiest managers like in football, bro. Because you bought Ben White as a centre back. It's not worked out there, but it's worked out on the right. You know, you got Skelly's play, you know, centre mid, played at left back. It's managed to work out for you. Lucky to have Ethan Wanyeri to come and do some of that cover work for Saka. You know, Calafiori, he's a centre back, but you're trying to play him left back, things like that. So I think he's very lucky in that regard, but only lucky in the fact that Moreno can add something to the team up front. Because in midfield, as 4-0 said, that's when it gets relatively spooky, man. That's when I'm just like, you know, what are you gonna? I can see what you offer up front. Because someone was trying to say, but look at the passes he made, 2 assists against Real Madrid. I'm like, cool, but that's because he was further up the pitch. You know, he doesn't influence the game deeper and deeper down the pitch, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a mistake, but but I'm with you guys. I think that is what he's going to do. Jorginho, it probably would have been, but I think he's cracked a rib or broken a rib, so he's not going to feature. So it is probably going to be Miles Lewis-Skelly left back and Mikel Moreno dropping into midfield. It's going to be spooky, isn't it? And if that is the case, then guys, it segues me on to my next question. Once you take Moreno out, who do you play through the middle then? Because like I said, I've not been impressed with Trossard through the middle. Do you bring Meg de Sterling on? You know,
we just it's a you see. He said question number 1, question number 2. You just replace the names. Instead of like Skelly maybe going into the midfield, it could be Nweri maybe going into the middle, right?
He's never going to do that.
You know,
That's
but
why
it could be, right? You know, if you wanted to, you know, I feel like he's sound on the ball. He just doesn't get enough touches for me to feel like he can get involved in the game when he plays out wide, right? So I kind of that's for me what I feel like. That I would like to see that, huh?
Yeah, Wanyeri. Yeah,
Wanyeri.
Yeah,
Oh, this Wanyeri thing on the white thing is just I'll tell you the name, man.
Right. But what I'm saying, bro, is he going to play him in the middle though?
No way.
Yeah,
that's what
it's like when Wenger used to be our manager. Wenger used to put Egypt out on the wing, but not out wide, and all of these Egypts out wide. And be like, yeah, man, just because of the physicality and what are you talking about, bro? If man's gonna get roughed up during the game, let man get roughed up in it. Man has to learn. What do you think this is,
bro? I'm just saying, it's like he's put together the squad and he doesn't trust players in certain positions, and that's why.
It's crazy.
That's why we've not seen Ethan through the middle. So I mean, you're right. I mean, you know, this guy's managed to surprise me near enough every game. Like I rocked up to Everton and saw Kiwior right back. Like this guy never fails to surprise me in some way, shape, or form. But I just think we saw it when, you know, when push comes to shove and the gun's up against your head. You know, he's going to play the same team. You know, he actually done the same team against Madrid, which I didn't think he'd do, but he did, because I feel like he thinks this is the strongest, this is all I got, and he'll lead with that. So yeah, I just feel like he's not going to play him in the middle. That's why we're probably going to see him out wide, and if we see him at all, because this is PSG, by the way. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you feel like Ethan Wanyeri was disrespected a little bit, not getting no minutes against Real Madrid?
I think he should be. Attacking wise, he should be the one coming on the pitch, as far as I'm concerned. Like, I mean, all he's shown, he's good on the ball. For me, you know, outside of like striking the ball, Trossard once in a while, but I think in where he's up there as well as striking the ball. You know, so yeah, no, I think he should have. I've been saying this since Game 3. When Erdogan came off the pitch, where's Nweri? Right? Where's Nweri? And then for the next month and a half, where's Nweri? Why is he not getting minutes? Why are we bringing back Kai Havertz? Why are we putting Trossard into the midfield? Where's Nweri? Isn't that what he plays that in that role? For the last couple of years. So then why can't he do it here? That's what you don't have to like ask him what to do there. He's been doing it for the last number of years. He's comfortable there. I mean, he can play out wide, but
if he doesn't do the creativity thing, he still shoots more than anyone else. His shots are more dangerous more than anyone else. So play him in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's mad because I swear, I don't know him. But I would like to believe that Arsenal's first team, down to their reserves under 18s, it will play similar to the first team.
Yeah, just like it
like
was
Barca
on
used to do.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
So if that's the
you,
case,
you
it'd be
say
easy
that, but
to
then you
take the
look at
piss.
Dalman, you're like, who does what Dalman does?
No,
You know
Dalman
what I
plays
mean?
that thing, bro. He plays similar to honestly, this is gonna sound weird, but to me, he plays similar to Odegaard. The only
Mm,
difference between Dalman and Odegaard is Dalman's a 10 and Odegaard's an 8.
mm, mm. True.
Odegaard's is running for the sake of running. Dalman's running because he wants to kill you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was gonna say that there's way more intent with that. No, but
Yeah,
obviously
bro.
he's the anomaly though, you know. So, and at the end of the day, and then, but you know, even someone like Dalman, if he was to come into the team now, Arteta will probably try and stifle him because that's the system.
Yeah.
Oh god, he probably.
That's the system,
The man's running all the way down the pitch, and Arteta jumps out and trips him. Right?
bro.
It's like, what are you doing? Why are you
Bro,
taking
I'm
on,
just
why are you
saying.
taking on your man like that? You can't embarrass the attacker. What are
You
you
know
doing,
what
a
I'm saying?
defender like that? You know what? You know
It's
what?
too
I think
free.
he's been burned as a defender. He don't want it to happen to anybody. It doesn't even matter if it's the other team.
I'm
No,
telling
please
you,
don't
bro.
embarrass the other team. Please
I'm
don't
telling
embarrass
you.
the other
I'm
team.
telling you, Arteta will be looking at him like, wait till he gets in that dressing room because you can't be free. You know, you can't be free. It's like it's
Come
annoying.
on, guys.
You know what I
Come on,
mean?
guys.
Come on, guys. You have to run back and defend. You know, it's not about attack.
Yes, guys. You must run.
You know, and listen. Like I said, man. You know, he doesn't get it. How can I explain it? Like, you don't get it wrong all the time, but when he gets it right, he doesn't know when he's got it right. And then he starts messing up again. He starts tinkering again. Just like, just stop. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no one in his ear. That's what I'm hoping Montgomery Burter, that's what I call him. Yeah. Release the hounds. I hope, and Arteta Smithers. I'm hoping that Montgomery Burter just kind of puts him in, because it was all Sesko. Montgomery comes in. Now it's
Yeah,
Jokeres. That's what it should have been. Do you know what I mean? So
he said something
So,
about better
so question, you
today, I
guys.
think it was.
Yeah, and I was gonna say question because before we get too far away, because is Erdegaard really an 8, or is he
Yeah,
just
he's an
playing
8.
like is he playing like an 8 because Arteta has basically got the handcuffs on him and not allowing him to do?
nah.
Because I mean,
We're not allowed to do what, bro?
I just felt like a couple years ago when Partey would be making those sweet passes to him to open, crossing lines, and he's moving the ball up the pitch, and I'm like, yes, I like that, and I believe he's got a good pass on him, right, which is what you need from your 10, right?
Yeah, I mean, you need a
And if
good
you
pass
want,
from every
and
single one of your midfielders, to be honest.
well, I just mean like in regards to him
Oh,
being
so
a
Eye of the
10
needle
or
pass.
yeah. No, I just
Talk
mean
about eye of the needle.
um, yeah. I don't
Is
know.
that, I mean, I'm asking you,
If he's
you
an
talking
8,
about
then
eye of the needle.
yeah, I hear you. If he's an 8, then I don't want that 8.
right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Okay.
if he's an 8, I don't want that 8 because I feel
Yeah.
like I
He's
want
not.
a different type of player than to play like that, and
Well, I mean, look. I mean, he's been here long enough. He's the captain now. You know, you're getting to play every week. There's no competition for him. That stinker after stinker, you're still gonna start in the next game. Like, you've had plenty of opportunity to make that role your own. Even Declan Rice, I don't think he's an 8, but you're putting him in that role, and he's having to make it his own. So Odegaard needs to do the same. And what we're seeing from him is him not making it his own. That little scoop pass over the top that he keeps doing, someone needs to just wring his neck for that. Just stop it. And I feel like, and if you watch his game really as well, he comes deep anyway. He doesn't want to be where there's all the action, because then he gets pressed, then he gets challenged,
That's what
then
I mean.
he's,
He lacks space. He lacks space around him. He could
he
turn,
likes space, he
swivel.
drops deep anyway. I literally think he is an 8. I think Arteta's trying to make him into something. It might have kind of worked for a little bit, like a purple patch season. And now, that was 22-23.
Yeah, the thing is though, but even that season made sense. Once again, there was no Declan Rice in our team. Everybody was moving everywhere, but we
Everywhere.
was beast.
Okay. So when
You know what I mean?
exactly, so when everyone then has to be rigid, or in terms of at least for the
Exactly.
system that he's trying to do, for the way he's trying to play, when you have to literally be rigid and just work in your area, it's not well. I literally think he is an 8, my bro. I really do. And I feel like, I don't think he's the 8 that I'd want. So I 100% agree with you on that. And now we're just stuck in the position where we got a guy on 240. He's our captain at that. I've never seen the captain get hooked as much as he does as well. That's concerning.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a player there, but Arteta's not the guy to get it out of him. I'm being honest. Like, you need to go to like Serie A or La Liga. I feel like, honestly, like I feel like he could do better there, because he doesn't like he further up the pitch when it starts to get rough. Odegaard gets going, bro. Like, and not in a good way. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just being honest. Bro.
It's facts now. Flimsy, bro. Flimsy.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Like, there is a player there, bro. There is. I've seen it. I've seen it. You know, like there is.
This is what I said to you last time, isn't it? I've seen Odegaard play so well that man's put through like 6 cold passes, eye of the needle. I've seen him do that stuff. And what happens? He passes to idiots on our team that don't finish. Hazards.
And then you know what?
So I understand, it.
When that happens, at some point he's got to go. I'll show you what to do. Now do it the next time I pass you the damn ball, right? But he won't do that.
But you
he won't do it. He won't
anyways,
he won't just take that shot the next time that similar situation comes up. And I'm like, just take the damn shot. He's shown you he don't want it, but show him how to do it. You know, that's what I want.
He's like the teacher's pet. He's probably getting upset with Rice because Jova told him to cross and he didn't. You know, like, but he told you to do it. Like, you're giving away, bro. This is the team that sold you, bro. You're meant to be the wonder kid, and you're giving away the penalty. Like, I wanted him to give away the penalty because I know you haven't got the fortitude to take it and be convicting with any.
I didn't want him to take it at all.
I think like 90% of the Arsenal fans were like, he's not going to take that, is he?
Hey, bro,
this is a game, right? This is a game. They're just playing games, right? This isn't for real, right?
I never done the watch along because obviously the game was so big and I knew there was a million people doing it. I just thought, let me just watch the game. I need to lock in. Let me just watch the game. I was sitting in my house saying, do not let him take it. Do not let him take it. I was shouting at the telly. You know what I'm saying? Then Saka took it. I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? I was going mad. You know what I mean? But like I said,
I think that whole game threw Saka off. I would have liked, because I know what everybody knows what he's trying to do. He was wrong with his position of the ball. But I think for me, those type of games, I think always backfire for us, right? You know, playing the dark arts, that backfires for us. Sitting back, waiting for the attack to come in and come at us. I don't like us when we do that.
Yeah,
we're not good at time wasting. We're terrible at it. We always get called out on it, and then we do it at the wrong times. Like, you know, in the first 10 minutes of a match, you're like, "What are you doing? Why is he even talking to you about wasting time? We just started." You know, it seems like so. Everything we do backfires. I say we just go do. Just keep going forward. That's all. Yeah. Just go for it. Don't even try these games because I don't like when we do it because I don't think we're good at it. You know,
type of sorry. Oh, that was a great chance.
Oh, straight to him again, right? Right at the goalkeeper.
That was a great ball.
Yeah.
I think we're good at it, personally, innit?
Sorry, say it again?
I think we're good at it, yeah. I think we're good at it. I just don't know. I just don't think we need to do it every single time. If you want to do time wasting, do it at the end of the game.
Personally, bro, I don't think we're good at it, bro. It's like when I see us doing it, it's like, I start cringing and that. Like when we have 6 people around the free kick and they're all there with their hands over their.
You know how much I hate that. Hey, I'll start swinging that man, bro. What are you man doing, bro? Let him breathe. What's happening here, bro?
What are you doing? And I was like, bro, if it's like we're 10 minutes into the first half and you're taking a minute to take a throw on, bro, it's like, come on, bro. Like I hate that. You're right. It just has to be at the right time.
And those throw-ins where you have like 2 and 3 players running to come get the ball and they like look him off and I'm like, now it is, and then they run away and you're like, no wonder he got nobody to throw it to. You didn't throw it to him the first time. It's okay to throw the ball in the first second if he's open.
And do you know what it is? Do you know what annoys me about it more? And because I feel like they're being instructed to do that. I feel like what we're seeing, like these couple of little bits, this kind of real push for the Champions League. I feel like it's more the players, like the Unleashed film. They've had the collar taken off a little bit. They're taking it upon themselves a little bit. That's what I want to see more. When you cross that white line, them instructions can only take you so far.
Yeah.
Exactly. Them instructions are to help you as a foundation.
Yeah, they're not.
When things start going wrong, God, what is this?
What is this?
Well, I always say that practice sets you up to go into the game and just take what the defense gives you. As opposed to, we still got to do it this way because you see it all the time. We'll intercept the ball in the midfield, and sometimes the first thought is, I think I need to go back and reset this to the goalkeeper. And you're like, what? No, keep going forward. Hold the ball up. Make sure your teammates should be coming to get you and support you. And you make this when you've made an interception now or midfield. attack. Somebody
Counter
needs to come follow you up the pitch. If you look up and there's nobody there, somebody did something wrong. The only person that should happen to is the center forward, and our center forward is not making those interceptions. It's the midfield, right? And we see our midfield just turn around and go back the other way, and you're like, no,
He's not making those runs behind the defense either.
Punish them when they make a mistake. That's how you get those like quick goals and stuff. And
That's how you break the low block. You know what I mean? You have to get to the byline as well. You have to cut it back. You have to be quick. You have to be decisive. That's how you break the low block. But you know what I've done, guys? And oh man, there's 4 people in the building. My apology. I know there's other people live. I know Northside's live. Brother, I have ignored the chat for so long.
Yeah, I've been writing in the chat. I've been writing.
Oh my days, bro! I am so sorry, guys. The goal scored, and it's Aston Villa.
He won.
Aston Villa. Let's go. Let's get the air horn. I don't know if they're not gonna probably even give it to me because of this green screen. No. All right.
I have the game on, but I'm behind. But I see the build up here.
I'm behind by a minute, but I've just seen an AI score.
Oh, he just scored. Yeah, right over that right leg, that left leg of the goalkeeper. Very nice.
Pope, yeah. And who is it that scored? Because I still ain't seen.
I want to say Marlon, right? It's 22. Is that
22?
Marlon?
Is that Marlon? It could be. Could be. I ain't even been watching the subs.
It's got it's 22. I think that's Marlon.
Look how direct.
Matson. Sorry, what did I get? Marlon.
Yeah.
He's a defender as well. What a finish, bro.
That was really.
He's a defender that can play in midfield, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's like Skinny.
You see what happens when you overlap as well, guys. Let's go. Aston
He
Villa
had tons of space there. They didn't even know he was there until it was too late. And then a nice little pass there from Watkins, and boom, he's on his way. We've done that. We've done that. We saw Calafiori, right? Yeah, nice pass from Erdogan. We're like, yes, can we do a lot more of that, please?
Can we?
When Wenger was our manager, fullbacks were our team.
Yeah,
we used to play. We were the only team I remember in the world that played 3 playmakers with Haleb, Riziki, and Fabregas. They will come into midfield, and then our fullbacks will go out wide. I remember we were the only team, not even Barca played 3.
That's a great finish as well. He could have hit. Sorry, bro. He could have hit it straight at Pope, but as Gary said, he just kind of lifted it over it. That was a great finish, man. Great finish by Matson. Here we go, guys. I've just updated the score as well. Aston Villa 2, Newcastle 1. Definitely an air horn worthy. Do you know what I'm saying? Great play. I mean, Villa's played good in this game, but what they haven't done is capitalized, and it's kind of reminding me of Arsenal a little bit. They did it against PSG as well, especially in that second leg. They had opportunities, but they weren't capitalizing. But this time they have. It's 2-1.
18 shots, bro. What is this?
Say that again, my bro.
I'm looking at the stats in the Villa's had 18 shots, 6 on target.
Have they 18?
The people about against Newcastle. The only difference between us and other people when they play Newcastle, we don't play direct one. We do the pass.
Yeah, pass.
5,000 passes.
Death by 1,000.
Death by 1,000 passes, man. I see us getting. We get into positions, positions elite. And I'm thinking, bro, strike that. And they'll be getting the ball thinking, oh, it's not my favourite foot, though. Let me cut back on my favourite foot. And I think, and then immediately I feel like fighting.
Too many extra touches for sure, man. Too many extra touches. It's like, you know what? Get that ball out now. Put it on goal. Sting the goalkeeper's hands instead of a little dribble.
Tell him again, Gary, bro. What is this? Got me watching football for 70 minutes and no one wants to shoot, bro. Allow me, man.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, what does Curtis call him? A pillow foot, Odegaard. We saw it in one of the games recently as well. Had the opportunity and tried to pass it when it's all there. It's all in front of you. Just strike the ball. Yeah. So very, very fast.
He needs to walk up to Wanyeri in training and be like, hey, Wanyeri, how you be hitting them shots?
Bro,
honestly. I tell people this all the time, bro. Do not be afraid to learn from other people, I don't know what this is, bro. How's Havertz played football for 25 years and you can't kick the ball from 16 yards with a bit of vim?
What do they say? Each one teach one. Do you know what I mean? So that's basically
bro.
Each one teach one, bro.
I love when Where he came on the pitch and like the first touch was a shot. I'm like, yes.
Trust me.
First shot was
and the whole crowd.
And exactly. It's like it might go in. As opposed to everybody else is like 20 touches in
I'm
the game.
passing
They
over
have,
there.
they have
Oh god.
Big up 4-0 anyway for any kind of any type of responses on the chat, because I realized that it's just been neglected like a naughty child boy. So I'm very, very sorry, people. I do apologize. You know, it's never usually this bad. Do you know what I mean? It's never usually this bad.
I
You
think
know what I mean?
I'm gonna say I messed up the flow probably. If you're
Wow,
and then
someone
How
coming
far
in
back
and
that is?
asking
Wait,
questions
you
and
look great. How long ago was that? Let me see. Check.
hey, time ago. Who looks great? Me? I look great? Maybe.
No, no, that was me. You know, when I started telling my story about hitting the split.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
I've missed so
that
many
was.
about. I've missed so many. Man was talking about the. Yeah, look, here we go. Tulip burns too uneven. Look at this, man. This is how
I can't
long.
lie. You might as well just go to the bottom, bro. That was over an hour ago.
Bruv. I don't even know why people are pressing the button, you know, like that, because you ain't getting good
Bro,
service over here, cuz you know.
hey,
But it's
10
the
past
first time,
6, you
bro.
know.
You're here near enough all the time. Has it ever been this bad before, bro?
No, 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 no. I mean, they know you, innit? They know you. This is why I write in the chat as well. And big up Rashid and all them,
Hey,
man.
hey,
Why not?
come on. And you know what it is, yeah? I was waiting over an hour for my Cali. It came live on stream. I managed to get the meds. You get me? So I hit it, and you
Yeah,
know, it's
man, hit
like,
one of the two tops of the meds. I hear it.
bro, and you know, like when you come back from work and you have your first zoot of the day or whatever, and you just kind of like you just folded a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Just a little bit, just for like a
Bro,
little.
you enjoy it, bro. You gotta enjoy that. You gotta enjoy
You
that.
understand? So I had a couple to Cali. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just kind, you know, Gary's coming. I'm like, oh, first time on my platform. Hello, Gary, my boy. Let me ask you some questions. You get me? All of a sudden, we got an hour, and I just ignored the chat. Like, I don't know, like a stereotypical father. Do you get me? Leaving out for milk, coming home with cheese. I do apologize, guys. I do apologize. You get me? My apologies, my apologies, my apologies. Let's get to it now, though. Let's get to it now, though. Yeah, I read the Tulip one, or you can see it online now anyway. Like I said, man, that was a long, long time ago. And
Bro, it's been like 50 minutes.
my
Loki, you might
apologies,
as well just
bro.
fast forward.
I
Bro. I
said
can't
my
lie.
guy has patent.
he wants to get everybody to say, man. He wants to get everybody to say.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Hey, I don't like the leafy review. Energetic. Oh shit, I got Scotty. Pretty chill. Yeah, I like a good biscotti, bro, all the time.
Yeah,
I
man said
like
I
a good
got black.
biscotti. Yeah, I like a good biscotti. That's one of my favorite.
I saw Black Scotty. I was like, I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's
Over here in England, we don't have a Black Scotty. What is that?
Yeah, we know what it is.
Black Scotties and biscotti. Well, we were talking strains. We were talking weed strains.
Yeah.
Okay.
And look, here's the culprit right here on screen. Hello,
That's me.
hello.
I'm sorry. I started this thing, and then like you said, you came over here, you forgot about your kids. You're like,
do you know what I
oh,
mean?
that's
Like,
right. I got
Girlfriend,
kids. Just a second. I'll be right back. The wife told me to watch the kids.
You
She
know,
came over. Next thing you
bro,
know,
bro,
I don't
the
know
wife
what they're
comes
doing.
home and you say, "Oh yeah, it's been crying all day, man," and she's like, "What? Have you fed them?" Oh,
you know, the food's burning. You know what I mean? The kettle's, ooh, the kettle's going. It's all. There's lots of things going on. My apologies, people. My apologies, man. My apologies. Triple barrel. I ain't never done that. Yeah, bro. What I'm gonna do is it ain't on my computer at the moment, but I'll load it up for tomorrow, and we'll show you what that looks like on the morning show. Big yourself up. Can I? Of course you can. Here you are, the troublemaker himself. Big up Mally. Big up 4-0 down. Big up, man, for responding to everyone, man. Honestly, why not bigging up Gary? Make sure you guys are going to subscribe to Don't Waste a Tweet as well. I will try and get the link in. If not now, it will be after the stream. If one of the mods, find his channel, put the link in the channel for me, please, if you don't mind. I said that's a nice picture, AFC. I ain't even seen it. You like having your own conversations, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I apologize, guys. Big up. Why not? You saying go Gators? Why not also saying yeah, 4-0 defensive structure? This is my bad, man. My bad. On a good day, Arsenal play with 7 or 8 defensive players.
I just put my link in the chat. So
Oh yeah, there we go.
yeah, I'm about to go to your channel now.
Oh, brilliant. So you're a mod yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? So there you go. So make sure you go and follow him, Playback Gang especially. Show some love, man. Honestly, if they fuck with me, go and fuck with them. You know how we do it. But yeah, you're right. I have seen us play with, like, I call them the fridges. You know, like if we've got like Rice, Partey, Marino, something like that, you know, or Rice, Jorginho, Marino, something like that. You know, I think, we got all the fridges in midfield. So I get it.
And then even then, you're like, why are you running back? You're supposed to. You're on the front line. Do not run back. Oh, is that another goal?
It's another goal. 3-1, and we're not even getting the cheer. We're not even getting the cheer.
I know.
We're not even getting the cheer. My apologies, guys. It's 3-1 to Aston Villa, apparently. Absolutely splendid result. We couldn't have asked for
Oh,
anything.
White to Ramsey crosses, and I don't know if he meant to do that. That was
Okay,
from
well, you're saying
Tielemans.
it before me, my bro.
From
Just got
That's from
4-0.
Tielemans. I don't know
Yeah,
if he meant to do
Bro,
that, but
look
it's a
at
nice
what I'm
touch.
saying
That's
is, but
totally-
Villa's direct.
of course
Yeah.
they are. So are Nottingham Forest. I've noticed that about Forest. They're very direct.
Yeah, when you
This is
don't,
why
when
I'm saying
you
it.
don't,
You
when you
got to
don't,
play the game from.
yeah, when you don't stop to smell the roses, you get caught the defense off guard.
Oh
You just keep
my
moving forward.
God.
It's a
That
very
Oh yeah,
nice.
that
was,
was
hold
It's
on.
a very nice touch from Tielemans. I don't know if he knew it was that ball just came off of him nicely straight.
I don't
yeah,
know
but
if
this
he
is
knew what
another
he was
reason
doing.
why you just cross the ball sometimes. So not cut
I
back
don't
into
know
your
if he
face.
knew what he was doing, but that was outrageous, bro. That was outrageous. I don't know if he knew about it.
I know,
That,
he does stick his foot out, so he was trying to
that
get a
was
touch, a
outrageous. Are
perfect
you
touch.
guys in front of
Oh,
me?
I think it comes off the defender and rolls past it. I think
Oh, really?
the
Let me see this.
deflection there. Let's see.
Let me see this replay. That was outrageous.
If he did it on purpose, then you know what? I
Yeah.
think it looks.
On purpose.
He
Oh,
put a
oh, I
spin on
don't know.
that
I
just
don't know.
went away from the goalkeeper there. So there you go. Oh yeah, it is an
Oh,
own
he
goal. They're
did
calling
kind of
it.
put his
It's
foot
off.
out.
It's
He put
off.
his foot out
It's
for
off
it.
Dan Burns. Yeah, they're saying off Dan Burns for an on
It's
goal.
off
So there you
Dan
go.
Burns. Yeah, Tielemans dummied it, if anything.
Now imagine this whole sequence with Arsenal. Now Ramsey would have got the ball, and what do you think he would have done? Crossed it? Nah. Let me cut back onto my right foot, and that whole thing wouldn't have happened. Simple.
All those
And that's what
online,
gets me
bro.
mad for him.
PSG coming, my bro. Get me PSG.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh
Hey,
shit!
I need
Oh
man to smash it
no!
across
Is
the
that
box
4?
sometimes.
Is that 4?
Is
Hey, I'm in
ball
the
back in the
studio.
box and staying in there, and
These
here's
guys
a
are my
shot.
eyes on the ground.
Ay. That's from the midfielder, 24. Who's that?
I
Is
said,
it
aye,
4?
aye, aye.
That's from the defender, from the midfielder. Who's the CDM for Aston Villa? Oh, Nana.
Rodgers? Oh,
This is the Onana that can score goals as opposed to give them up.
right. Oh yeah. Look, yeah. Oh no. Oh my God, that was a belter. Oh my God, I ain't even done the score for the last goal. It's all just happened. What's going on in
Jesus.
the Premier League today?
I'm angry, fam. Get off me.
Belter. Hey, big up Gary. Big
You know
up.
what? The one thing about this game is this is what Newcastle like. They'll play us when they scored 4 goals on us. We returned nothing. They scored 5 goals on us. We returned nothing on them. And then Villa comes out here and
4-1.
4-1, and you're like,
Oh my
how
God.
is this the same team we play? And
Because
we
Villa
know
play
why.
direct. Villa
We know why.
Villa
We
pass
know
the
it.
ball round. I tell man all the time, play the game, fam. If you're playing possession football and the team you're playing against got bare space in behind, play the ball in behind, bro. Why are you waiting
What?
to walk
Hey,
up the pitch with the ball, bro?
We'll put your link in the channel as well, my bro. Make sure you lot are subscribing to 4-0. Not
Look how
doing
much
live at
space
the
these man
moment, just
have.
doing
Yeah,
pre
yeah. I'll be-
records. But it's love for the love, innit? So make sure you're going to subscribe to both of these guys. I'm in the studio. These are my eyes on the ground because I'm always like about a minute behind. And I pay for this website. Imagine that. I pay for it in England. It streams from America, and I'm always delayed. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But there
And
you go.
and I know a lot of people are like Tielemans. No, he wouldn't be good for Arsenal. I mean, he's free. He was free.
No.
The man was free, and we
Yeah,
didn't like.
Well,
He didn't even,
Did you just see what Unai Emery did there? What was that? It looked
Yeah.
like he was sturdy, bro. What was that? Yes, Unai. He was getting
do the
sturdy.
stanky leg.
Did you see that 4-0?
Yeah.
Boy, that was wild. That was wild. Go on, Unai Emery. I like Unai, man. He definitely didn't get a fair shake of the stick. I think it's because a lot of our fans didn't understand him. Good, they've been in, they didn't understand. I don't understand Arteta, bro. Like when he talks now, I'm baffled. I'm like, what? Like, honestly, bro, it's honestly it's really deep what he said.
I think that's they didn't want Unai. I think that was like they already had him as a temporary spot when they brought him in. I don't think they wanted him. Not the way they treated him. Like
Right.
all he does is like compete in cup matches in Europe, right? And you're like, hey, you know what? The last time we had an opportunity to win one, it was with him, and they still let him go. I feel like you didn't help him, and that's why you got what you got.
Right.
You didn't support your manager, and then you got. I mean, think about it. He went on what a 21 game streak where we didn't lose, and you're like, and I know it was all smoke and mirrors, but still, and then like you don't give him the players he wants.
I know, because if that was super duper Mick, you know, we've already seen it. You know, 15-game unbeaten run with 5 draws, and the top gooners are trying to brag about that. So I'm like, wow, you know, but yeah, but and look, and the thing is, right, you're right. They didn't want him, and I think they was even talking to Arteta before they appointed Unai Emery. I just feel like they felt like if they would have got a complete novice after Wenger or whatnot, you know, it would have been too much of a something to kind of, you know, get away with, if you know what I mean. They were talking to Arteta beforehand as well, so it is someone that they wanted. And do you believe that's because they want a yes man, or do you believe it's because they really thought he was so kind of innovative, or you know, what do you think their reason was behind getting someone like Arteta?
I guess because he was sitting next to the man. That's the only reason why I think they went for him off the post. That would have been 5. That would have been 5 for him.
All right.
They even hit the crossbar that post like 3-4 times.
They're playing woodwork today, bro. They're playing woodwork. They've hit it like 3 times that I can remember. My apologies. I'm doing it again. He's done it.
I'm not gonna say a word.
He's done it again. Let me just get to the bottom. Uncle Views Live. He's done it again. It's terrible. I'm sorry, man. I am sorry. It's never been this bad. It's never ever. Yeah, okay.
Never
Never ever. Like I'm doing up post 6 system directive, same as Jesus auxiliary right back. Big up, why not? Lacquer, bro. I mean, I just see him miss that chance against Man United.
Look at this. How these man? Oh, I'm so annoyed, bro. Every pass is just flying through the Newcastle defense, bro.
Don't say it's fine.
They're direct, but when we play them, it's 100 passes, bro. It's so stressful. What is this, bro?
Right. Hold on. You're meant to be reining me in, not putting me off track. Let me remember, I'm like the toddler that wears the reins, bro. These guys have to rein me in.
You're the kid on the pitch. A butterfly goes by. You're like,
yeah,
like keep your head in the game. You're like, it's a butterfly.
So, you know, it's happened so many times, and I'm about to do it again. Let's stay focused, guys. Focus. This was you replying. I'm getting drawn in. Big up 4-0 down. Big up, why not? Backline of 4 centre backs, you know. Goalkeeper Rice DM, CB Party, Saka defensive winger, left back, right wing of who? And Moreno, Havertz, Jesus Christ. I don't even know what that relates to, so we're just going to read it and move on. Big yourself up, though.
So he's basically saying that Rice is a DM / centre back, Saka's a left back / right winger.
Oh, we were talking
about defensive on our team. Yeah.
Right. See, reining me in. That's what I'm talking about. That's why you're here, my bro. That's why you're here. You know what I mean? Yeah, like a fishing rod. Let's just wheel it in. Big up yourself. Why not? Big yourself up. He said also, I think the PSG scoreline will be tight. See, normally I do like to kind of comment on the comments, but if I do, then we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. So, you know, maybe we'll have to revisit some of these. Yeah, why not was responding. Big yourself up.
Why not said the runs hitting?
Hey, the runs is hitting, bro. I told you it smelled like gas out the bag, bro. It was crazy. He said, yeah, until the first leg is played, I can't be certain of anything. Fair play. He also says, I see one YouTuber say Moreno is owed apologies. Oh, Lord. Shit midfielder, they said. Real Sociedad, third best midfielder, they said. Yeah, I think Lee Gunner said that, innit? He's the third best midfielder. He obviously watches a lot of La Liga, so he would know. But like when he says something like that, I don't even think he's taking a piss. I think that's something that he would actually know. And like I said, I'll try and keep this brief. I think he's found a position for him in the squad up front, putting him back in midfield. I feel like that's going to hurt the team a little bit. I've got to be honest. Big up, why not again? He said they would be if he could hold down a spot in midfield. Only Arsenal fans will say this rubbish. What about Moreno? Fair play. I get it. Big up Mali, my bro. I felt Ethan should have got game time, but to be fair, we didn't need him. No, we didn't. I hear it. We didn't. But big yourself
up. They gave the man 5 minutes 2-3 years ago. So if you could do that, you could give him some minutes in the Champions League quarterfinal.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you know, because a lot of people are talking about how Miles Lewis Skelly and Ethan have saved us 100 mil and all this other crap. Like, they've kind of saved your season to a degree. So give him some minutes, man, at least, especially when we're 5-1 up and it's like, 5 minutes to go at the Bernabeu. Like, let him come on. Rashford has just come on for Watkins. Big up Mali again, but I can see him playing more against PSG. Okay, I would like to see that, especially the way that PSG play, especially if we need something. He should definitely be the first port of call. Big up, why not? Versatile guys, be very versatile guy. I was thinking what you say, but it's the accent, isn't it? Versatile guys, very versatile. Yeah, man, twerk championship, first man Kiwi at right back, versatility. That's what I'm trying to say. Bro, he always surprises me with something, bro. This is why I'm a little bit scared about PSG, because there's always something in there that I did not see coming, and I really do look for it. But I hear you, bro. Big up, why not again? Odegaard dilly-dallies on the ball too much to be a 10. He keeps possession and attacks ticking, in my opinion, like an 8. Yeah. Obviously, we've all got our opinions on that. Big up AFC, always is everywhere. Hope you are well, bro. Like I said, apologies about the wait. With Party out for the first leg, I would play Tierney at left back. Midfield would be Rice, Skelly, and Wanyeri. I mean, that's a really gutsy, because I would definitely play Rice and Skelly, because I've seen them do that a little bit for England, and I think that he's the party profile anyway. But Arteta's not going to do it anyway. I don't even know why I'm talking. Same with Wanyeri, he's not going to put him in the middle. But that's what we would do. I think even Gary was talking about Wanyeri as well. So it's something that the rest of us will probably look at. But is Arteta going to do it? This is what we've got to try and counteract. Do you know what I mean? Big up, why not again? He said, yeah, not a captain at his age getting hooked. More captains close to retirement. What age is Odegaard though? How he's not? Is he what, late 20s now?
He is. He's older than 23, because that sack is 23. So Erdogan is
25.
26.
He's 26. Damn.
Yep,
Magalhaes is 27. So but I think he should be the captain purely just off of his displays. Maybe it's a language barrier thing, and in these 2 Real Madrid games, the captain was born in Declan Rice anyway. Let's be honest,
Well, I always thought that was like a future for him, bringing him in. He's like, they say he's what the future England captain when Kane finally decides, I can't do this anymore. That's what it seemed like. They were, at least they felt like that was the next plan for him. And all he's done now is he does. I have been on the hate Rice train for a bit, because I'm like, where's his role? Why can't he find a spot? 100 mil, where's his spot? What is it? Do we know what it is, and what is his role and all that kind of stuff? But he just keeps, I think he does everything that man, for Liverpool. Who what's his name? Who's the captain for Liverpool a couple of 3 seasons ago?
Robertson, Salah, Van Dijk,
Henderson, he did everything right for them. He'll play center back, he'll play midfield, and I think that is basically right. And he'll do anything, right? Yeah. Whatever the team needs, he'll do it. Yeah. And like Henderson, you know what? That's what you want, right? Everybody can look to him, and we do now. So I think he's more like a Henderson type captain to me. He just doesn't have the armband.
Yeah, no, I think he is, but the thing is you're right, and the thing is, but that's not our fault, and that's not Declan's fault. It's unfortunately it's Mikel Arteta's fault. When you spend 100 million on a player, you're not supposed to be unsure about where you're going to play him. Do you know what I mean? When you've seen him have the player of the season, or he was in the team of the year last year, right? Playing in a double pivot. So then why, as I say, why upset the apple cart? You know what I'm saying? Why try and then put square pegs into round holes all the time? So that's my thoughts on Rice. I've always known there's a player there, but for me, he's more of a 6, and if not, he can do the 8. But you need to have him in a double pivot. You just have to. But big up Rashid. Like I said, my apologies, chat. Big up Arsenal Revolution TV. Make sure you are going to subscribe to Broski. Clean on the road to 1,000 subs now, so let's help him get there. Big up Mali said, I want to see Ethan in the midfield against PSG at home, bro. We all want to see it. It's just Arteta don't trust it. He's not going to do it, He's not going to do it. AFC always is bigging up Rashid. Big up man, love for the love. Why not is saying I had a different reaction to the pen. LOL, I was spitting feathers when Odegaard handed over that pen. Pillow foot coward. Bro, Bro, that's what I'm saying. That this is the team that sold you. Do you know what I'm saying? I would have thought you would have wanted to step up and do something against them, but he handed over the pen. I wanted him to. I expected him to, and he didn't let anyone down. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe he would have if he took the pen. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But big yourself up, my bro. Why not also bigging up Rashid? 4-0 saying I'm here for it, Mali. Yeah, man. Love for the love. It's all going round. Big at AFC always. Again, he said my 11 for PSG is Raya, Timber, Tierney, Saliba, Kivior, Rice, Skelly, Wanyeri, Saka, Martinelli, and Moreno. Now, that probably would be my 11, but I know what Arteta's going to do. Obviously, Wanyeri would be out for Odegaard, and I don't think he's going to be brave enough to play Skelly in the midfield. I think we're going to, start tinkering again, in my humble opinion. But let's wait and see. Maybe he'll surprise me. Like I said, there's always some sort of surprise in there. Yeah, don't waste your tweet, people. Big up Mali. Big up Mali. Don't do it. Don't do it each and every time. Please make sure you are subscribing to the broski. Links are in the chat. I've just highlighted Gary's there. Yeah, big up, big up. Big up Mali, Newcastle from ends. Newcastle's from ends, they're not playing like it today, bro. It's mad. Okay, hello, geeks of Muckleby. Big yourself up, man. I think it's the first time I've seen you around here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Saying, hey, gents, we really need the 3 points versus Ipswich and Palace to solidify second. Take the stress off around the CL games. Glad Villa are getting a result. I'll ask you two about this. I mean, I kind of know 4-0's opinion, but I'll ask you again anyway. And of course, Gary, we might as well start with you 4-0 because I think it will be short. What do you think of this comment here, my bro?
I know for the team mentality, I think second we need to be trying, looking to get second. I think that would be I mean, it's not what we want, right? It's not what we want, but as a mentality for the team to finish strong, I think that's what they need to finish strong. And the only way you can see that is if they finish second. We got it in us, no matter who they put on the pitch, right? No matter what team we put on the pitch, we should be able to get something out of the game, enough points to get out of the game and get the second. So for me, it's more of a mentality thing. Finish strong. We've had a terrible first half of the season has come back to hurt us here, especially with the draws and stuff. But it's more for me mentality. It's more to not look like we finished weak in the last couple of seasons, right? Be good to go. We're far from that now. Even if we were to go win our next 4 matches, right? But in reality, I think finishing second at least show that what, as bad as we are, we're still second. And if somebody wants to say you guys had a bad season, you got second again, I'm like, well, our bad season is finishing second, I guess, and hopefully that changes.
Yeah,
that's kind of my thing. Is we finished second, and all of this happened to us. Is that going to happen again? I hope not. Hope not. But in reality, it doesn't matter. I think we're better. We should be better and stronger for it. And Arteta hopefully has learned something from this season. He's been on alert. He's been learning the last 4 or 5 seasons in regards to his management style and how to respond to all the adversities of being a manager in football. So hopefully this is all the learning he's got to have to take in.
Okay.
We need to see something at the end, right? We're all saying no trophy, then there's a problem here.
Yeah, big problem. 4-0, your thoughts on it quickly? The importance of finishing second?
I don't care about finishing second, though. Sorry.
I knew it was going to be very short and sweet, bro.
Yeah, man, sorry, bro. I don't care about no second, bro. Second, you down to just out the relegation zone. What changes, bro?
Yeah, like I
We're in
said,
Champions League.
yeah, like I said, it's just literally like the season payout that you get in it. Where you finish, it might literally be a 1 or 2 million difference, but yeah, as long as we're in, as long as we obviously qualify for the Champions League, then for me, But then, like I said, the fan, the little boy in me, whatever you want to say, is like, just to kind of not get bantered. But in all honesty, if
therefore, but we get bantered anyway, bro.
We get bantered anyway. But not just that. It's just like
I'd rather get bantered in second than finish in fourth because we just let it.
But this is the problem, though. Because people want to people rather get bantered and finish in second because then they can say, "But we finished above you." But all of them conversations are dead. All them conversations are dead. If we went out and we tried to win the FA Cup and the Carling Cup and we managed to win some, I'll find it important to finish second. But I can't find it important to finish in the league. when you don't care about finishing good in the league.
Sorry. I just see the ball go across there. It was that Marlon with a great shot. It's just like a daisy cutter almost. You know what I mean? I thought that was about to be 5. But yeah,
Yeah,
no. Listen, like I said before, now I kind of obviously we speak a lot more, and you're on here most of the time anyway, so I know your views on it. Wanting to get Gary's, mine are like I'm kind of like 50-50. Logic tells me who cares, you know what I'm saying, but I kind of feel like, just go out strong, just make it look a little bit respectable. But it's too late for it now. It's too late for it
yeah.
now.
I mean, I don't want to finish. I don't want to finish outside the top 4. If that's what you're asking me. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't care about it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
When we get to the Liverpool match, we shouldn't be caring about who we play anymore. That's how I see it. Like
Yeah,
by the time
We
when we
shouldn't
get to
care
that
anyway,
when
bro.
we get
Now
to
that we're
when
in the
we get to
semi-finals.
when we get to that Liverpool match, right? We should be like, you know what? We've put up enough points. We should be able to. We'll be fine. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about that. I mean, I know we have that Bournemouth match in between the Champions League semis, but in reality, I feel like, I think I don't like the idea, and some people say, you know what, take these games off. I'm like, no, we should be trying to win every game. I don't care who's on the pitch. The ultimate goal should be, I'm putting out this 11. They're going to get me to win, and
Yeah,
this is how
I
they're going
agree
to
with that.
do it. So that way, you got that winning mentality, no matter who comes on the pitch, right?
yeah,
When you like set people up, and you could see it sometimes. Players will come out there and like they're just coming out there because Arteta's got nothing else to. Yeah, he's thought of nothing, and he's not giving them an opportunity to win. And then you can see it on their faces the way they're playing, and that's what I don't like. Just everybody comes out. You need to get us a win. I don't care if Saka's not playing for the whole game. You need to go out there and perform and
yeah.
get
The
something out of
philosophy.
this, because I feel that builds confidence in your squad, and they'll do better for you.
Yeah,
Because
the philosophy. Yeah, the way the style of playing football should always be the same. So anyone coming in, like I said, it's not going to upset the apple cart. You just slot in and we play the same way of football. And I just wanted it to be a little bit more respectable. Arsenal didn't want to agree with me, and it is what it is. Now we just focus on the Champions League. So yeah, I'm kind of that. It's just yeah. I'm like I said as well. Let me just put this little caveat before I move on because I'm still slacking on the chats. James on AFTV was talking about as just like Gary
Yeah,
said,
I agree with that.
yeah, we should, it could be someone's first game. It could be, you might not
Facts.
be able to afford a certain game and you brought your kid to the game. You don't want to ever come out to watch the Arsenal when they're not trying. Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's facts. 100%. I
yeah,
wholeheartedly agree with that. I
yeah.
was it. Sorry. Why not? Hooks makes a lot of comments, bro. He's been my mentor for over 13 years. I'm telling you, he makes a lot of comments that are just wild.
Oh, I was literally just about to read it. That's why it was on the screen. I was just not
Yeah,
trying to interrupt
And,
Gary
it, and
too
then
much.
it was one of those things where you don't have to. He is Premier League proven, so that you don't even have to worry about that.
but
So it's just
he's a free. Why is
it
man
is
talking
free.
about I don't want him?
His
Bro,
team
he's
is
mad
free,
for.
and
He's
you don't have to
free.
worry
Bring
about
him
getting.
in.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just bring him
Jonathan
in, bro. Man
David,
got experience.
Jonathan
Man won
David's
the league.
free this summer. We should be getting him as well on top of Jokeres.
100%, bro.
100%, bro. Like freeze, like Jesus, like, and at the end of the day, especially watching Tielemans this season, even last season, he was balling out, bro. Like, you telling me that he couldn't have done better? That he wouldn't have been a better signing than Moreno. I know Moreno's doing well up front, but we're talking
Man
about
don't like Tielemans, but he likes Havertz, bro. What is this?
hey, everyone's
That
different
doesn't even
anyway.
make
We've all
sense.
got a different eye, bro. But yeah, that's the game ended anyway, guys. Let me just let you know that it's still on my screen, but it's 4-1. The game has ended. It's a great result for Arsenal. Let's be honest. It's a great result for Villa. That's going to push them up into the positions now, and I think it pushes Nottingham Forest. No, it don't. It don't. They're on equal points, but Forest has got a better goal difference, I believe.
Yep. Yeah.
I
If
don't know.
Forest doesn't get much out of this game, it keeps it close, and there's 2 points between third and sixth if Forest can't get a win
Wow.
tomorrow. So
I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at the I'm gonna look at the blah 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 the table if I can. Sometimes Sky takes all day to update it, so let me turn down brightness on that. It's getting on my nerves a bit. But yeah, great result for Villa. Great result. I didn't see that one coming. I thought it might be a bit close. I also thought it could be more of a chess match, like we might actually get a boring game of football, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? I know we've been talking through a lot of it, but like I said, don't waste a tweet. It's his first time on the platform, so I'm always going to have questions. Do you know what I'm saying? We're always going to try and find out his views and thoughts on certain things.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll try and get through this chat before we round out. But thank you, 4-0 down, and don't waste the tweet for joining me. Make sure you are going to subscribe to both of these guys as well. So Geeks of Muckleby saying big up 4-0 down. Big up Tony, man. Hammers Football TV. My apologies, my bro. You're probably not even here anymore. My apologies, man. It's been one of those days today, man. But make sure you're going to subscribe to Tony as well. That's the broski on the road to 1,000 subs as well. West Ham fan. We will be seeing him on Under the Lens very soon as well. Why not put 4-0 downs channel in there? Thank you so much for that, my bro. Definitely appreciate that. Make sure you're all going to click that and showing love as well. 4-0 down. We definitely need the 3 points. To Geeks. Yeah, no worries, man. Appreciate everyone. Love for the love. Why not again? He's saying Arteta says good evening too, which is the mad thing. Does he? I've never heard him say good evening. Does he say
I
that?
can't believe that. I can't believe that. This man that was in Scotland and all of these places,
I've never heard him say good evening, bro.
Nah, he don't.
That would be wild if he does. That would be crazy. Big up 4-0. He's saying got hella teams breathing down our neck like Diddy at a pot. Oi, bro, that's wild. Or like that guy to Freddo, innit? If you've ever seen that clip. 4-0 down's bigging up Hammers TV. Big up, big up, big up. Geeks again is saying you have to remember the dressing room was split and entitled back then. The owners did not understand the issue. Honestly, I think Emery would do well with this dressing room. That's a great point, bro. Do you know what it is? It's just like, why have you not even Arsene Wenger in over 2 decades of at the club spent the money that Arteta has? Like, you know, what do you think just made it kind of go? Just because we're not in the Champions League? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I just think no managers had the type of money and the type of freedom that Arteta's had. Like, why do you think that is?
I do feel like low-key a lot of teams are doing this revamp thing and going younger with their squads. But I also think that that's why football kind of died out, because everyone's young. No one's got experience. There's no one to lead to. No one to turn to. You know what I mean? So I think that's part of the reason. We also sold a bunch of players, but other than that, I can't answer why, because his talent ID, it's not been hitting at all. Ben White, as much as I love him, he was 50 million, bro. Big man, that's too much peas. That's too much peas.
Million, that is a
They
lot.
would have got us in for like 17, 18 million, bro. 50, yeah, he's been drinking money, bro.
Yeah, I can't really put my finger on it. I really can't. I mean, Gary, you got any thoughts?
I think it's the new ownership coming in and finally getting whatever percentage of ownership they wanted, and they wanted to make a point. And I think Arteta telling them I'll be ready in a couple of years, and them going, all right, we'll wait. You know, that's basically what happened.
Hey.
I mean, my understanding was they said I'm not ready yet to take on that role, and they seemed like they wanted to wait for him, and they did, and so they got him. But then I think they need to give him even more money than they gave him, because he needed to revamp that entire squad, right? I mean, when you've got Mustafi on the back line, you're scaring you every time he goes to the ground. You're like, nah, this is not going to work. I know he's won a World Cup, but that wasn't him. That wasn't him. He was on the team, but that wasn't him. You know, so I feel like, you know what, they've done. I would have given him all he's a young manager. You have to give him more than he needs. Right? He needs more money to revamp the team. He needs better, I think, support around him. You know, he's got young, like you said, he's got young managers around him. What about one of these old established assistants that can kind of support him and show him the way? Right.
I was going to ask about that, because I saw a picture. Sorry, just to interrupt quickly. I saw a picture the other day of Wenger and Pat Rice, and I'm just like, well, who's our number 2? It kind of made me think that. Do we even have one?
Yeah, we don't know his name because we talk about Joe.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was. You know what? When Albert went in that game when Arteta was out with COVID, and we played that first half against City, I was like, if that's your number 2, that's because that game I was like, yes, if that's Arteta ball, that's what I want. I want more of that. And guess what? We never saw it again.
That
was the ultimate tease. I'm like, you've got Pep screaming, you've got all this stuff, and I'm like, and then we let him back in the game, and I'm like, oh well, that wasn't nice at all, guys. You kind of You just hit me in the gut when I was just feeling good about things. So,
And,
and
I don't know if you lot saw what Arteta was saying about Berta though. I don't know if I saw that today or yesterday.
No.
But he was saying he was happy that Berta's coming. He was like, bro, we need somebody experienced, got their own thoughts, own ideas, own ways of doing things. Like we need to change it up. And I was like, well done. It's funny, let me tell you something before, because I don't think I've told you this. When I first heard Arteta was linked to Arsenal, I was ready to fight Mandem. I was ready to fight Mandem because I did not like Arteta. I didn't even like him when he played for us. Not that it was his fault, but I didn't like him when he played for us.
Yeah.
Doing the whole midfield rubbish, bro. And then we went and made him captain. It hurt me, bro. It hurt me. Anyways, I remember coming back from OT, but I spoke to my bedroom on the phone, and he's like, "Yeah, so what do you think of the Arteta thing?" And I'm like, I'm looking at my phone like, what's he talking about? What do you mean Arteta thing, bro? He goes, "Yeah, we became our manager 2 days ago." What? He's our manager, bro. I remember being livid. I stormed into my yard, bro. First thing I did was slap on his interview. Yeah, I built up a zoo and I slapped on his first interview. And I can't lie, from the first interview, I was like, "Okay, cool, I'll accept you." Because from that interview, he looked like he understood what was the problem.
I'm telling
Does
you,
that make
bro,
sense?
he's a salesman, bro. He should have been a politician. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
This guy he's an oily snake, bro. Like he's a tricky character. He had me believing at one point. He was saying all the right things. It's only when he signed the new contract, 15 million a year, turned into Mr. Corporate. Now you're not saying the right things. Now you're not doing the right things. So now I've got no logical reason to back you. Now I'm questioning what you're doing. Why are we chasing the game at home that we're drawing against who is it, Fulham, I believe, or Everton, one of them two? They weren't even trying. And we're doing like for like subs. I'm like, bro, we need to put on an extra attacker. Like, you maximize every window. This was all your words. You told us last season, let this hurt. This ain't good enough. That's what you told us. I'm
Come on,
believing.
guys.
I'm believing you. I'm ready to ride out with what you're saying, my guy. Like, you would have told me jump. I'm ready to jump, bro. And then this season,
I hear it because he literally had all the fans together, but we used
so
to be mad split.
Even one of the most pessimistic guys. I'm 41. I've supported this team all my life. I've seen shit. You know what I mean? I've been hurt plenty of times by this team. Yeah. You had me believing, bro. So that when you start talking all the other shit and start acting different, I'm gonna call it out, bro. Like, because that's just what I'm like. So when people think I'm just doing it just because I've got some agenda, or no, I was riding with him. I was there. When I saw the Premier League at the Emirates last season, I was like, I was drawn in. Oh, we got a chance. We might even be able to do this. Like, I started to believe, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then when we didn't win it, I'm like, 2 points in it. You know,
but that's what I'm saying. It's down to him, isn't it? This is why I'm with DG on the team that you can't rate man and not hold him accountable, fam. Because once again, if I turn around and I say to somebody, so you're telling me, for example, Tottenham. So you had Harry Kane and Son, who you man class as world class. On top of that, you brought in world class managers and still won nothing. But I've got a manager with no experience, no world class players in my team, and yet we're dominating the Prem. Get me? Like, big him up, but bro, big man, you've got to get over the line somewhere.
Yeah,
you've got to.
Yeah, and that's where I was at. You can go to the start of my channel where I'm saying, as much as I didn't want this guy, and I didn't. He's inexperienced. I want someone experienced to come and take over. I didn't, but I was also giving him praise. I'm saying, this guy. Imagine going to a building site with no experience. Then all of a sudden you're like one of the top workers. Like, how?
That's what I was saying.
In any other walk of life, that guy gets all the credit in the world. I was riding with him. Don't ever tell me no one I wasn't. I didn't want him, but as you said, my bro, you watched his interview, you hear the things that he's saying, maximize the window, things are changing, toxic players are going. All right. I'm rocking with it. So now what's changed, my guy? That's you understand what I'm saying? What's changed? You're getting 1.25 million every month before tax. That's what's changed, my guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, what's the paycheck's healthy now, bro. The paycheck's healthy, bro.
I was riding.
1.5 million to help block out a lot of noise, you know.
Hey, I was right there with him, bro. I was right there with him.
Now every month that goes by, I'm thinking that's 1.2. That's 1.2. That's 1.2 gone again.
Is that what I'm saying? 1.2. Yeah. Imagine what this guy's getting. They've just paid for the Dubai trip. That was 1.2 as well. That's what this guy gets a month, bro.
But we see man does get snake for less from. Let's be honest.
Bro,
1.2 million. You said,
1.2.
yeah, fuck it, I'll support Man City anyway. I got you.
That's what it is. 15 million is 1.25 a month before tax. So after tax, I don't know, but that's what he's looking. That's what, you know what I mean? Every month, bro. Do you reckon he's gonna have to wait for his money until the summer? Like we have to wait all the time. Oh, look what
No
we're
way.
gonna do in the summer. What can we win in the summer, bro? What can we win in the summer?
Yeah.
Nothing. The kids are on school holidays. The parents are stressed.
For real.
Does the value of money change in the summer? Does it somehow increase or deflate in January? Like, stop it. Stop with the PR, bro. Stop it. Stop it. You know,
You know what though? I do find it funny, fam, that this is not even a diss to Americans, in it, but I do find it like funny that Americans arguably are on this sports thing, bro. Like when it comes to the sports, even in high school, you man are really on the sports team. So how is it that American takes over the club and all of a sudden man only cares about money? It's like, brother,
no. Do you know what it is?
what are you doing?
No. I've clocked it, bro.
Go
And
on.
this is what it is. These man, yeah, the American guys, right? And I was happy when they were starting to come over to the Premier League because I always feel like America. You can attest. We got an American right here. Yeah, you can attest.
Yeah.
I always feel like they're kind of like over the top, but in a good way. You know, like when it's sports
Yeah,
and it's
yeah. That's what I mean, though, isn't it?
it's and glamour. You see the NFL, you see the basketball. Like they put loads of effort.
Okay,
into
yeah. I know what you mean now. Yeah.
I'm
Hella
thinking,
adverts
wow.
and stuff.
I'm thinking, wow, now these guys are coming to the Premier League. Like, we're about to see all types of shit popping off. These men are really gonna blow it up. But what it is the American guys just realized they're about their money as well, bro. These guys are they're the plug. That's what they are. Yeah. So they're about their money. See what Clear Lake and all that are doing at Chelsea? They're trying to get them into the Champions League. Once they're into the Champions League, I guarantee you they're not going to be spending no £1 billion in one transfer window. I guarantee you, bro. Yeah. That's what I've learned from FSG, KSE, Clear Lake, the Glazers. They're about their money. They've realized that the Premier League is a gold mine.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So and for them, they just come to it's just a side hustle for them. Their real love is the Nuggets or the Rams, or do you understand what I'm just being real?
Well, no, I mean, what I think it is,
let's get
they don't have you have to work in the Premier League, and I mean work as an owner and in a management style. Like it's a lot easier for like NFL and NBA because you have the draft. Like the best players, you don't have to like go. You know what? I can't get Haaland because I can't afford it. No, Haaland's a number one pick. And you're the worst team, you go pick him, or you do your trades to move up in the draft and get him. So it's a totally different way to manage the squad and all of that. So you got to work. You got to work, and you got to have they did not go and get the best people out there to pick the players, right? They didn't. They went out. The first set of management they had went out there, and that guy had his own staple of players that he wanted to bring in because he makes more money off of them, right? And we didn't get quality players that were going to help us, right? Now I think with Berta in the house, he don't have any loyalties to a set of players that he wants to bring in. He's going to go out there and get the best players, supposedly, right? That's what we're hoping for, right? You get your fingers crossed there. That's what he's going to want to go out there and get the best, and Arteta won't be able to talk to him. All right. Whereas before, I think Arteta had a say. Now, I think Berta will be able to say, "Nah, I got this. Let me I'll pick the players." So I think it's a totally different. It's a different way of working. And one thing about the way that KSC and then Stan Kroenke, the way he works, it's all about. You know what we know what he's happy with? Emirates. That man is a real estate. That's what he wants. Same way you look at they have the new stadium, right? And if you look, all they're doing is he'll put millions and billions of dollars into that stadium, creating a community around it and all of that, because he's a real estate man.
Yeah.
And so the same thing.
Man, bro, they don't know Tottenham, don't know Finsbury Park, man. Do you know how much man will get punched up? You can't go that wrong, bro.
You saw the hotels. You saw the hotels for Chelsea, right?
Right.
That's
but Chelsea's that side. You could do that in Chelsea.
There'll be Arsenal hotels if they had a choice. If they could buy up land around the stadium, they would put up some nice.
Man. Yeah, you got to realize we're like we're the gold mine for that. So that's how they're looking at the Premier League. These guys are businessmen. They're here to make money, bro. They're here to make money. They're not like Roman. Not everyone's like that.
That's what you need to realize. So Chelsea struck gold, oil.
Hey,
in that
unfortunate.
tournament.
Big
Not
Roman
everyone.
every
And I
single
think
time,
they
man.
got it. I think they got these teams for cheap because they all that's happened is the value of these teams has gone up, and like the quality of the team has not. Right, Arsenal is worth more money since the Cronkies have put a dime
Yeah.
down on the squad, and at some point when they're buying people off, they're just taking it out of the club. Right,
No, of
they're not
course, of
spending their
course,
money; they're just taking it
of
out of the
course.
club and saying, you know what, the team is worth a couple million, a couple 200-300 million more than it was when I first got here. All right, just take it out of that, and we'll
Yeah,
pay.
we'll take all the risk because that's what they did. They were taking 3 million a year for insurance purposes. They've been here for 17, 18 years. We're not even on their LinkedIn. They've put in 200 million of their own money, which kind of equates to about 10 million a year. I think they've probably taken more than they've put in. So it's just like, and all the fans that keep saying, but the Kroenkes have given Arteta money. Well, not their own. They're just allowing him to spend what the club makes, which is still, some owners might not have done that. So I'm not going to complain too tough, but I just want people to realize they're not here because they care about the Arsenal or any of that. They're just the plugs. They just ring up. Is the money straight? The money, I'll see you next month. That's it, bro. That's it.
Yeah, he said in 2016 he's not here to win trophies.
Bro, he said that, and we should have known from then. But at the end of the day, who knows? We had a football genius. We had a real footballing man like David Dean at the club. He wanted to get that Usmanov in. We don't know if he would have been any better. He might have.
I mean, he definitely would have been better, but
Well,
might have paid the price later on, innit?
We might have. It might have been mad, or he might not have. He might have just come with all the talk. Who knows? Because obviously
he's a billionaire, isn't he?
No, same. But so is KSC, bro. Like KSC's wife, she's a multi-billionaire on her own, bro.
She's worth 4 or 5 times more than he is. So she's
worth more than he. She owns Walmart, my G. That's Asda, bro. Like, they are multi-billionaires. The KSCs, bro, multi. But with them, like I said, like most rich people, they don't go out and spend their own money. They put it on the card. They use other people's liability, and then they pay the money back when they can afford to do it, when it's more convenient for them. That's how rich people stay rich, my guy. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, bro. So I know we kind of gone off on a bit of a tangent, but that's what it is, man. These guys, if you look at it like drug dealing terms, these men are just the plugs. Yeah, they'll send over all the keys. It's down to Arteta to make it work. That's it. And that's what American owners are doing, all in the Premier League, because it's a gold mine, and these men are just tapping out like for the money. So I can't blame them for that. What I did think, I thought it was going to be bells and whistles, fireworks, cheerleaders at halftime. Like, I was on there, but I'm here for it. I'm like, look, if it makes a better spectacle, and because I've gone and done Wembley when the NFL were in town. Like, it's a whole big thing. It's mad. It's much better. It's much better than the football in terms of atmosphere. Like,
no, I hear that.
So, but anyway, let me get to the end of these flipping comments, bro.
It wasn't me.
Hey, but I'm saying that,
yeah.
I'm saying that, but then I've got another question because I want to ask you guys, what do you think of this? Yeah, Mally, big up my bro Mally. He says, imagine Arsenal going to the final and losing to Barca again. Man said, I'm going prison, bro. I'm going prison, bro. Imagine, because a lot of people. All right, boom. That's another segue. Out of all the teams left, who do you in the final? Everyone keeps calling out for Barca. I'm just like, bro, I don't know if I want that smoke, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
I think all of them.
Yeah, I don't know if it will be revenge, bro. Honestly, I don't. It could be what Mali's saying.
I think all of them, bro. Simple as. I just don't care.
You know what? You gotta you just gotta be in the game, and that's the only way this is gonna work. The only way we're gonna get that trophy is if we're in the game, and we're gonna have to beat somebody. We just supposedly played Real Madrid, who was supposed to be like, if Real Madrid had beat us, would people be saying Barcelona probably is hands-on gonna win it? Probably not, right? They would think Real Madrid would give them a game, right, at the least. If not, they think Real Madrid's gonna win. Now that Real Madrid's gone, now Barcelona's next up, right? Will they make it through? Well, and that's the next question. Will they actually make it through? Right? Inter is nobody to scoff at, right? They got some football to them as well. So I think these semis would be really, really great. Just because of PSG is going to have to redeem themselves against us, right? They're going to say they were missing players, but we're going to say, look, we're missing players right now. So if you lose to us, then it's so it doesn't matter. Who's missing or not. Now it don't matter anymore. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter anymore. We're gonna have to play with what we got and see how this thing plays
So,
out.
so,
So
so there's literally no one that you'd
I-
rather face in the final, or
I
it's
mean,
just.
I don't want to play Inter because Inter do the low block thing, innit? And obviously,
Yeah.
every game you probably do the low block for Arsenal. Shit.
I was thinking
Arsenal-
Inter in the back of my mind because they're my dark horses for the tournament. To be honest with you, so
Yeah.
I mean, Gary, any thoughts
I'll
on
go
that?
for them.
Inter scare you? at all?
I get the Inter scare as well, but you know what? We're gonna have to win against one of those teams that plays that style at some point.
Yeah.
You know,
What's that? The low
and
block.
I know you would rather wait till next season to do that. I
Once
know,
we've done it, yeah.
but for me right now, whoever's in the game with us, if we make it to the final, that's who we got to beat. And Arteta's gonna have to just, we keep talking about this master plan that he's gonna bring to the table. That's gonna be it. Each game he plays in this Champions League right now, it's got to be better than the next, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
exactly.
said how we're gonna go to Real Madrid and get something out of that game, right?
Masterclass.
Yeah.
Have you read it yet?
That wasn't me, man.
I said, have you read it yet? Big up, why not? We finally got there, my bro. We finally got there. He said the Ranson's hitting, but Mr. Disruptor as per usual. I don't know, man. I don't know. He said, bro, fights will break up. Yeah, it'll be crazy, man. Like 25.
You know what? They say London is burning down. London Bridge is burning down. It's gonna happen no matter what. If Arsenal win the Champions League, the bridge is down. Forget about it. You're gonna have all these Arsenal fans around the bridge on both sides of it, just like London Bridge is burning down. Oh man!
If Arsenal win, I applaud all of you people that are not in London. Get to London ASAP, bro.
Either that or just stay in your house, bro, because it's gonna be like
because the vibes in that day, I'm telling you, bro, I'm losing my voice, I'm getting burst, all of that.
Because you know how many Gary in London, you know how many fans we have that literally live in London that support Liverpool or Manchester United, my guy.
They have to get out.
Yeah, and we used to get it when we was
just so you know, I am British born. I do have a
British really?
passport. Yeah. I'm from Acton, so
West Side as well.
My dad is in Acton right now.
Come on, that's literally 20 minutes.
There is a.
Where do you come from?
That's where I am, bro. And dogs.
Yeah, so there's a little connect. I mean, I came over here when I was 9, so I've missed. I was around for a lot of football, but I missed it because I was in the States. 71 when I was born, we won the double. So I don't know. That means anything.
I'm George Orwell, bro. 84 baby. So I didn't. The first time I don't even remember it, but I've seen pictures. It was the 88. I'm pretty sure. 89. Was it 89 Thomas? The Anfields. So that was the first kind of real little flashbacks of Arsenal doing anything. And then obviously I started going in my own right from 94. But no, I didn't know that, man. British born, man. Big up Gary, man. Each and every time. What we talking about? West Side as well? Acton? Stop that, bro. Stop that. That's big ratings for that. Big up, man. Big up, why not? He said, if Mali, I would retire from football, start watching cricket, bro. Yeah, we got the Barca in the final again and lost again, bro. You might just have to alt delete the channel, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like just forget about it, Big up Tony again. He says, as soon as you got Rice, it was obvious that he should have been or will be your captain, natural choice. And you know what? That's fair play from you. You're a West Ham fan. A lot of West Ham fans are quite, bitter about the whole thing. So fair play to you, bro.
I agree with him, but I don't like that. I didn't like that in the slightest, though. Not what Hammers, but the fact that Rice should be our captain when in reality Arteta's been buying bare man based off them being captains in some way or another. If that makes sense.
Hey, Sambi was a captain, right? And you saw, so
Sambi this is why Arteta kills it, bro. This is why Arteta kills it. Because the man like Declan Rice, even though I believe Declan Rice is the captain, how is Declan Rice your captain when Declan Rice hasn't even been to where you man have been?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right. No, I get it. It's like Shane Gooner saying, no one should be building Arteta a statue when there's people like George Graham and, Herbert Chapman that still haven't got one. And, even Patrick Vieira.
Yeah.
So I get it, bro. I totally get that sentiment. Big up Luca as well. Like I said, Luca Talks Ball. Make sure you subscribe to bro. Why not saying subscribe to Rashid? He's put his channel in there. Thank you for that, my bro. Appreciate that. A bit of disappointment last time, '06, not again. Yeah, I don't know if I could take that again, my guy. Why not? Says Gary just wants the poo covered in gold and glitter. Second
Yeah,
place.
why not? Why not? Does not. He doesn't pull his punches when it comes to me, man. He just lets it fly.
Oh,
man.
really? So he comes over to you, yeah? You know.
It is, no matter what I say, if I said something wrong in his eyes, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get
Oh
it.
man,
So
oh man. So, you know
Hey, at
what?
least you know you got real friends from. You need
Real
real people,
people,
right?
yeah, man. Because your real friends just say it how it is. Do you know what I mean? That
Trust me.
that's how I like it. That's how I
yeah,
like it. So
yeah.
big up,
I,
one.
I like to feel like everybody talks about being real. I'm like, it's real if we don't finish second. I feel like that is a disappointment in the sense that we didn't finish strong. That's why it's a disappointment, not because we got second. I don't want second. I want to finish strong now. And
Yeah,
I don't believe we can just go lose all the rest of our matches and then turn around and win all our Champions League matches. I don't know how you can do that as a squad. I
yeah.
feel like
That's embarrassing. That's
yeah.
embarrassing. But I will ask both of you now quickly before I move on to the next comment. Do you think that we will win all of them? I don't think I think we're going to drop more points in the Prem before now.
Oh no, we
Win
play
in the
Liverpool.
Prem? Nah,
Liverpool at home, and then third, the last game of the match. Come on, we're not winning that match. Like
Exactly.
they don't want to lose that one to us, no
Yeah.
matter if they won the league or not. They don't want to, because I don't know when they. I don't know if they have a last home game after that, but they're not gonna want to lose that one.
No,
So
I'm with it. And listen, I mirror your sentiments, bro. That's all I was saying. I've been saying this since before January. When January finished and we didn't buy anyone and Kai Havertz got injured, I'm saying, look, I don't care how you got to do it. This is your mess. You got to lie in it, and I want us to be strong now until the end of the season. I don't expect us to win, but it needs to be respectable, and that's one thing that they haven't made it. Do you know what I mean? Like, 4 points to 15 points. And now it's what, 13 points? It's just, it's been absolutely ridiculous. Big up Luca anyway. He said, I'm back on YouTube tomorrow. Watch along and reaction. Okie dokie. Big up Why Not? He said, if we finish 7th and have a UCL and was able to rob CFC, Wolfie or City of a UCL spot would be great. That's real.
That's too much pressure on my heart. I need my heart. My heart's weak.
Bro.
Like finishing 7th mean we have like a terrible run to finish off this season. Winning the UCL, I'm back alive again. It's like you've seen like James Brown when the show's about to end, they put the cloak on him and then he comes back alive. That'd be us. We'd be like dying from all these losses in the league. Next thing you know, they throw on the cape and we're like, yes, we got a big trophy, big air trophy, right?
I don't know, man. I mean, look, I'm with 4-0 on this. Like, if we don't finish second, we don't finish second, but we cannot, there's no way we can finish outside the champs positions. That would be too much, man. That is, I think that would be one for my heart as well, man. But biggest
we'll get rushed.
Say that again, my bro.
But we'll get rushed online. Are you crazy? What? With second for 97% of the season to then come out of the top 4? Nah, that's crazy.
That would be like 22, 23 in it first for like, however much percent of the season. Just the bloody
but that one's a bit different, isn't it? But
outside of outside the top 4, that's wild. Big up Mally said, I hear that, but I don't care if it's their first game. They need to understand Champions League. Oh, bro, it's hard out here as a fan as well. Do you know what I mean? Wanting them to care as much as you do as well. He said, even if you have to communicate to them in baby language, Papa Champions League. Yeah, I get it, bro. I get you, man. I get your
Dumagama juice.
Big up Why Not? He said, laugh out loud. Hooks is very entertaining. Hey, he's been going mad lately, bro. He has been going mad. But I'm just like, look, just calm. Let's just win the cup and then do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. I'll be shameless if we win that cup. I'll tell you that. Big up Why Not again? He said first half was a bit stale, but barnstorming second. Yeah, if you're talking about the Aston Villa game, absolutely. But even that, we still had 2 goals in the first half. So just depends on your version of stale. Big up Why Not? He said old assistants who help Arteta, AirPod Albert, more experienced than Arteta coaching and as an assistant to LVG. AirPod Albert. Okay. Like I said, I don't even know who the number 2 is. 4-0 said, because we're too concerned with Jover, innit? That's a Sky thing. I don't know. Big up Hammers Football TV again. Big up Tony. Said Arteta dangles the Premier League carrot in front of you Gunners, then lets you down at the last hurdle. Well, I mean, like I said, I always try and put myself in the shoes of everyone, innit? Like if I'm out to, like, as a fan, I want you to come out and let me know what's going on so I can process it and I don't feel lied to and everything else. As a manager, as someone who's trying to protect the football club, is he gonna come out like Unai Emery and said they're not giving me no money? Like, do you know what I mean? Like he said over my dead body, and I don't know if you've seen Gary, but I'm like, it's basically we're talking to a Walking Dead extra. He's a zombie because you're dead. You're well and long dead. You know, you're well and truly dead in the Premier League. You know, I wish you wouldn't say things like that if you're not really, or the team isn't really going to come out and play like that. Because I've not seen it. You in spits and spurts, we've seen it this year. You know, I've not seen it enough.
Well, he's learned a little bit also, right? Because he's learned, like that Liverpool match a few years ago where he came out and went after the Klopp, and then the team kind of just curled up. Remember that? They just curled up. They didn't back him up, and you're like,
just curled up on the floor. You know, his mouth's writing checks.
So you don't talk that way anymore.
He can't cash those checks. Can't cash those checks. You know, and the team ain't cashing those checks. You know, so. You know, but yeah, I am. This was the year that we, like Denzel, we have to be leaving with something. A lot of people were saying it has to be a major. I'm like, look, win me the Carabao, bro. That was the closest cup. That was the first thing that we was, that win me the Carabao, bro. And then you can have a next year without me moaning. Leave with something. It's been half a decade. I don't think I'm asking for much now. Some people are saying not even a Carabao. He's got to win a cup double to stay. I wasn't saying that. I hear it. I weren't saying that. I'm just like, can you just win me something, please? I'm starving. My belly's in my back. Can you just bring some? Can you bring a cheeseburger? Can you bring some fries? Can you bring me a thick milkshake or something to fill my belly? I'm starving, bro. Can you come home with something? That's the point. You know, all of this ratings, all of this money, all of this, everyone giving him all the credit. Cool, not a problem. Why though? Can someone justify it, please? That's what I'm asking. That's it. Big up Hammers Football TV again. He said so after tax, literally 1.1 million. Oh, what for his wage? Imagine that. I don't know what's the tax when you're over like 100 grand. I swear it's like 40% in the UK. Anything over 100 grand, I think it's 40%. It could be. It could be. That is crazy though, man. I mean, that's what he's looking at.
I think it's 12, and in some places it's 0.
Mally said the Emirates Cup. I don't even know what that's in relation to now, man. I'm sorry, Mally. I'm sorry. All I can do is
that's why he got 50 million.
That's a trophy we won in the preseason tournament. What are you talking about? That's just like those plates that he's won, right?
Oh look, and then he said, doesn't his wife own the big store company? Yeah, bro, Asda, Walmart, whatever. She's probably richer than him.
No, she definitely is. She definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's
and not only that, but she's one of like 8 children, so it's like she's richer than him, and they're spreading it around. So
Lord, they got like the whole dynasty going. Yeah. Walmart dynasty. Big up Hammers, big up Tony. Make sure you're going to subscribe to Tony as well. He's given us the 411 with the Walmart. That's it. Thank you, Hammers. See, helping out, man. You're welcome. Look, love for the love. Brilliant stuff. Man said, fuck Walmart 100 times. What's the matter with you, Manny? Manny's on war.
Manny's had enough, man.
It's Champions League, bro. Yeah, but well, because of the association with KSC. I know, bro. I know. Big up, why not? He said, Kroenke out because of the management structure, hires Garlic, Edu, Vinay, Arteta, and the lack of hunting trophies, but got a trophy hunting Tigers channel, Lions channel.
I don't know what the Tiger means.
American team. I don't know.
American. I mean, are they winning over there? I mean, look, BBK explained to me that it's not like, it's not like England. Teams don't get relegated and promoted and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So it don't matter if you haven't won in 10, 15 years. You're always going to be in the same division, playing the same teams. I mean,
I mean, like you spend a lot more in the Premier League because the player transfer fees are up and down. You don't. There is a cap in American sports, so you know how much you're going to spend every year, and anything you made on top of that, bonus. That's your profit. So, yeah, it's a totally different way to manage a squad compared to what a lot of these football teams around the world do. So you've got your the way Chelsea was doing it, where the owner was just throwing money at it, even though he was cashing checks that he didn't really have to. Eventually, he didn't even have to pay. Right? He probably just took that as a loss, and he's laughing. He took that as a loss, and he's just laughing back in Russia or wherever. So, it's different. like I said, I think they should have just went out and got the best people for Arteta. They didn't do that, so they let him down. I think a little bit there.
And
So
do you
they let
think
us down, bro. Fuck Arteta, bro. Who is this?
Well, they let Arsenal down. You're right.
He's the one that wanted us to win, fam. These man are hiring their chumps from
No, you're
nobody,
right.
fam.
You're right. I guess I'm
Felipe from next
I'm an
block, fam,
Arteta
coming to you.
apologist. I guess.
Arteta apologist? You're gonna quite say you're not gonna. No. But at the end of the day, look, man. You can give a guy credit when he earns it, but you can also critique a guy when he earns that as well, and that's all it is.
Man.
That's literally all it is. That's literally all it is. So, no, man, I hear it, bro. Just quickly before I move on with the comments, though, do you think the Cronkies' hiring of Berta is them trying to rectify the fact that they've not put any real footballing people around him, or maybe they've just let him run riot, hiring all of his friends and stuff? What did you think of that?
That's who they should have hired the first time. I mean, that's for me. That's,
Bro,
I mean,
that's
they're
probably
always,
the best
that was
bit of business.
yeah. I mean, that will be better than who. I mean, whoever we bring in, it's going to be quality because he's not gonna. I don't think Berta's going to waste our money. He's not going to bring in a Sambi. He's not going to bring in a Tavage, right? Players that were coming in and they might pan out, even though they're cheap. They might pan out. Nah, I don't want. We definitely don't need that now. You need to come in and you need to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And of course, we need to be a little bit lucky. I mean, Marino coming in and then getting taken out by Gabriel didn't help. But little things like that.
It's the Arsenal thing as well, isn't it? Like we're not blessed, are we? Like in terms of, I think saying that though, I'll take that point back because I feel like for the last couple of seasons, maybe we have been blessed in terms of not getting all of these injuries that. Karma's just caught up with us, basically. Like I said, it's not, we've got bad luck now. We've just run out of the good luck. Do you know what I mean?
But that's the problem, though, because when we didn't have those injuries, we didn't take advantage of any of it. Like, we got these players playing 3,000 minutes in a season, and you look at what they did, and like nothing. Now, and then this season, when we need them, right? We need them. If you bring in we're in a semi. We're in the semis. Oh no, we're in the semis with Newcastle, right?
Yeah.
That was a semis. We're in another semis, and the only reason why we're in second is because everybody else behind us sucks. But if we had a bench, if we had the squad, we'd be competing like 12. What is it? 12 draws.
12 draws.
You give me a striker, we're not getting 12
We're
draws.
not. And out of those draws, like 8 of them have been draws from winning positions, my bro.
Yeah. So you take after that, and that's another 6. And if one of those games is against Liverpool that you hold on and win, we're talking about being maybe 3 points behind them at this point, or 4 points behind them at this point in the season. And that's with all the injuries, right? So
yeah, and not even just that, right? And not even with injuries and bad refereeing choices and things like that. Let's get right to the point. Mikel Arteta playing Thomas Partey at right back has also cost us a title race. I'm sorry to have to say it. Every time he starts there, we have won one game with Thomas Partey playing at right back. You disrupt our midfield. We've got no overlappers on the right-hand side. Plus, he doesn't stay switched on for the full 90 minutes. He's not a defender, for God's sake. He hasn't got the legs. That goal he scored against Brentford, I'm surprised he never just collapsed after that.
I thought he got
lasted all season because he's not running.
I thought he got injured from that, and I was like, because you know what, he's running. I'm like, you know what, pull him now. As soon as he scored that goal, I was like, get him out.
Get him out.
He's done enough running for the game.
That's the least kitchen,
get him out. Get that guy some oxygen.
Why not?
Was
it why not, or was it you 4-0? One of you guys was saying he's rubbing his hammy all the time in the game before the break.
No, it was why not?
Why not? And I'm saying, look, and if you are going to play him because you're so desperate, because I wanted everyone to have a rest, you don't play him at right back where he's going to do more running. He's going to do recovery runs. You just don't do that. I know that. I ain't got my coaching badges. I don't get 15 million a year. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, I just feel like stop flogging this guy. And this is what I think is going to happen as well tomorrow against Ipswich. Don't be surprised if Partey plays like majority of that match. He shouldn't. He shouldn't even be on the pitch, in my opinion. Or maybe a little 20, half an hour here. Guaranteed he's going to get flogged. 12 years a slave, starving Thomas Partey, bro. This is what it's been with Mikel Arteta all season. Like it's like you're taking the piss because he's trying to play for a contract or something. I don't know what you're doing. Stop flogging the guy. It's like Declan Rice when he goes to England, 90 minutes all the time. What's going on? Anyway, that's my little tangent. That's my little rant over with. Let me try. I still haven't even rounded out these comments, man.
I tell you to speak to them England man about that. Not every day 90 minutes for Declan Rice from Malawi.
And Saka as well. Both of them. If they both go to England, they both play majority of the game. And I'm just like, why?
You let that Saka come off the plane.
I'm telling you, bro.
I got something, bro. I got something, coach. I don't think I can do it this time.
I don't think I can do this.
We're playing whoever, somebody who's terrible.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think I need to play. Let me sit this one out.
Bro, you start passing him the sick note from Arteta. Look, I got a signed note, you know what I mean, from Arteta, like I'm giving you permission to bench Saka today, bro. Like, please, like, honestly, it's crazy. A big up, why not? He said Usmanov was Roman's oil Cody. Really, KGB buddy? Jesus.
That's what I was saying, isn't it? If we had him, we might have done good. But when the government came to collapse Chelsea, we would have got collapsed too.
As well, yeah, I know. But the thing is now, imagine now when you ask the Chelsea fan, bruv, like, how do they feel?
That's what I'm saying.
We probably would have got KSC now with that.
Yeah,
instead of you still have got KSC no matter what happens, because you know what they're sitting in the background going, and then all of a sudden, like, England's like, we need some owners, and they're like, we got the cash.
Yeah, we got the cash. We'll come over. I'm telling you, bro. You ask them Chelsea fans how they feel with them 2 Gary Lineker cups, bro. They are not bothered, innit? Yeah, a little bit of hard times now, but it's crazy. All I know is Barca has a high line and Inter are hard to break down. Yeah, fair play, definitely so. I'm not on this Inter thing. I can't lie. Big up Mali. 4-0's with you, so I'm with you, Mali. 1,000 passes to shoot once. Yeah, 4-0's got that claw in his beak, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's not feeling that whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I hear you
watching that Newcastle game, I've seen Aston Villa play direct passes constantly.
Well, not even that. I watched them a month or 2 ago. It was Wolves against Nottingham Forest. That was some of the best football I've seen, like, from both teams. Counter-attacking, direct, not passing the ball backwards and sideways. It was brilliant, honestly. Sorry, who was this? Was this Hammers TV? Hammers Football TV said build a statue of Arteta but use Lego blocks. Yeah, that's one way we can build a statue without it getting on people's nerves, isn't it? We'll just do it out of Lego. Big up Geeks of Muckleby again. It said Tierney before his body broke. Gabby and Rice all could be captains. I still like Tierney, man. I'm still upset that he's going, to be honest with you.
Look at the way he's playing. That's professional. That's a professional footballer right there. That's what they look like, right? I mean, man's out the door and he's still out there performing for us, doing things that we're like, yeah, can we get our other players to do exactly what he's doing? What he's doing. He hasn't been here for years. The man's out here doing what we want.
As you said, he's out the door. That's a consummate professional. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, not even just that, but every time he's played, he's defended well, he's attacked well, and he's put in one of those whips, like he's whipping it up in the kitchen, a quality cross every time. And it's like, where's Moreno? Why are you not on the end of this? You're meant to be good with headers. It was the same when Havertz had been there. It's just like there's no one there. But I think he's still our best left back. For me, one of Berta's first jobs should be trying to convince him to stay if he can. Tell Arteta this guy's got to play, and you also got to go and talk to Uncle Partey and try and get him to extend. Yeah, I know why they're not going to. Because he's on 200k. So, unless he takes a pay cut, maybe they're not. But at the end of the day, I really believe that when we lose Thomas Partey, do you know how difficult it's going to be to replace those qualities?
100%,
people are talking about Zubimendi, bruv. That is not it. That is not the answer. That is not it.
You replace an IC3 Zubimendi, stop being silly.
It's not even just that. But if there was one,
no, I'm
just saying, if there was one that had the fucking qualities, bro, I'd be like, bring him, bro. But I'm really like, can you name me someone just off the top of your head that can come and just replace Thomas Partey, just like for like?
Well, I'm trying to replace the angles, isn't it? Because he plays at a certain angle that I respect. Him, the Dembeles, the Lavia, them man play at angles where they hurt teams even if the team set up well. They can hurt teams. I don't know if that makes sense, innit?
It makes sense. It makes
But
sense. But
yeah,
what you saying? What someone like a Lavia, you reckon that could come and replace Thomas
yeah. But
Partey?
I also said to you, we should have bought Lavia 2 seasons ago so he could learn from Thomas Partey.
Caicedo. You should have bought Caicedo as well.
Yeah, but I don't think Caicedo's a holding midfielder of that party. Innit? Caicedo box to box, I think.
Still though, I think he's got the kind of profile. What do you think, Gary? Is there anyone off the top of your head that you think? Because it's going to be a major problem to replace his qualities in the team, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why I think I think that's why I think it's just pay him the money and then bring in a youngster who can learn from him, like I said. Or if Rice is supposed to be that man, then Rice, guess what? You're gonna have to learn from this guy. If that I'm saying if that's their, I know. I don't like I said, I don't know where Rice should go. I know everybody says 8, he's fine at the 8, but is he truly playing the way that you want to play an 8? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know about that, but like, no, you hold on to Partey and then you bring in that youngster and give him the minutes that that he'll need to get himself ready to go. I can't remember who the defensive mid is. That's a youngster that they could bring in. I don't know if he's 19 or 20 years old or whatever, but I kind of felt like is Kimmich, did he re-sign? Is that what happened with him? Because I know, defensive mid.
I haven't seen it confirmed, but I heard that he was going to re-sign.
Okay. Because that's one of those ones where, like, if it was a possibility, right? Maybe you reach out to him and say, "Look, you seriously want to stay? You seriously want to stay in Germany?" I know it's easy to stay there. But we have a chance to do something over here too. So,
but do you think that's really? I mean, obviously, so that's the mold. Okay, that's fair play. Back to 4-0. You're talking about Dembele or Lavia. Dembele is probably more realistic because I don't think Chelsea would obviously sell Lavia. Definitely not to us. But I mean, is there anyone that comes to mind that you think is realistic? Because obviously Arsenal keep talking about Zubimendi, right? And I don't feel like they should be talking about him until he's holding the shirt and signing the contract. Just more PR rubbish. But watching him against Man United, I just feel like the Premiership might be a bit too physical for him. I don't know if that's going to be the ideal answer. So if we do lose Partey, who do you think? Is there anyone that you think realistically that
playing wise, in terms of the football that I see, I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. I'll just put Skelly there in it personally.
Same. I would.
I honestly feel like play with back to goal, press resistance. Yeah, like.
Yeah. I would do that. I just don't think Arteta's brave enough. And then we have to question it again because just like Gary said, where 4-0, where do you think Rice should be playing? Is he an 8 or a 6?
Yeah, I'll put him in the 6. I'll let him run into the 8 and run into the box at times, but it's a double pivoting, isn't it?
Yeah. 100%.
I'm gonna put him in a position where he's comfortable, where he mops up everything at a world-class level, and I'm gonna keep it simple. I don't need man to do the sprint, and now all of a sudden he's injured because he ran 40-50 yards towards Martinelli. Come on,
you see, but that, exactly that. No, I just always want to hear because I just wonder what he's going to do next season because, like I said, as Gary said, what we shouldn't be confused about Rice.
Why not said Kessie and Nguissa? I don't think they can play Partey the slightest, bro. And Nguissa, the one that was at Aston Villa, that went to Napoli. Nah, man, these man ain't got flavor.
Yeah, that's why it's easy for me to just say, just whatever it is, clear up whatever, because I know there's also that whole like the trial stuff that's going on with Partey. Clear that up, and if it's still an issue for you, then you let him go. But if that's not the issue, just pay the man the money and hold on to him because you know what you got. And you know what? He's gonna have to rotate. I don't think we're gonna be able to play him the way we did. I mean, those games where he's playing at right back, those are games he should be sitting on the bench. Watching it, and maybe coming in late, kind of thing, if that's what we need. But
sometimes just stay at home, bro. Sometimes you just can stay at home. You've got bare man in the team. You might not always have to come to the Emirates. If you come Emirates, come in your own clothes with your friends.
Every game should be Horlicks and flat cap, 100%.
No, but I think you hold on. Like I was telling you in the chat there, I was like, come start of the season, Partey should have been part of your plans to stay for they should have been given him a 1-on-1. Where you can you can go after the 1 year if you get the answer you want, or you hold on to him for another year and you're okay, and you have an answer for the next 2 years, and then you either find that player because Berta, guess what, show is yours. Go get us that next, that next player, be it a young one or be it an old one that we can lean on as well. That maybe it gives you an extra 2 years on top of what Partey would, and you go with that. But
Hmm.
I just
Partey would retire at Arsenal for that.
Partey definitely. I just feel now you hold on to him and
Give
then
him
you
time.
give him what he needs, because you know what, if he didn't play those 6 games, think about those. That could be like 6 points that we got, right?
telling you,
At least
I'm
6 points that we had right there if he didn't play in
telling
those matches, because late in games when he should have been pulled already, right?
Mm.
I mean, Ollie Watkins scored on us from that spot. If
Yeah.
Ollie Watkins is
And
on
then-
our side of the pitch,
And then
guess
Arteta
what?
wants to throw him under the bus.
We're up 3 and 4-0 in that match, right?
And
If
then
that's Ollie
Arteta wants
Watkins
to
on our
throw him under the bus. Yeah, it's crazy as well. Throwing him under the well, that's wild. That was wild, and that's what he's now trying to do to Edu. That's why I was when you was talking about Berta and him having experience. That's the first thing I thought. Look at this guy, bro. Look at this what they call it, the snake venom seller or whatever. I don't know, bro. Look at this guy, bro. Why are you trying to throw Edu under? Yeah, there you go. Snake oil or something. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. You're throwing Edu under the bus now. Just like you're the one who put Partey there. Don't talk to me about his concentration. You should know that. That's what you get paid for, my guy. Anyway, Big Up Hammers Football TV said City are looming 5 points behind now, I believe. Yeah, but they're not who I'm worried about, bro. I'm worried about Newcastle. I'm going to be because they were struggling for long periods of that game today. They scored late, glosses it over, but I was watching LB stream and he was stressed. You know what I'm saying? That weren't comfy, bro. That weren't comfy. Let me just put that out there. Big up Geeks again. Yeah, I want the best we can do. Second and CL trophy. Yeah, I suppose that's what we all want. Second is first best loser, but I don't want third, fourth, etc. Look, like I said before, just quickly, otherwise we're going to take too long. As long as we don't fall out of the Champions League places, that's all I'm going to say. That's all. But yeah, we, that was the sentiment. We want it to be respectable. Like, just try and make it a bit respectable, please. Yeah, 4-0 down was responding to Hammers. Geek said, if we got second, still annoyed we failed to get on top and got pipped by Liverpool. Of course, bro. I mean, obviously, this was our year, innit? This was meant to be our year. And, we've let another team come and do what they have to do, which is, yeah, shameful, to be honest with you. So I hope Arteta's feeling the pain with that. Hammers is laughing. Not sure what at, though. Not at this point anyway. My bad. We get a lot of PR than honest views from clubs these days. Yeah, no, we do. That's what I'm trying to say. And we get the whole, mind games from Arteta, putting injured players on the plane and making them travel, things like that.
Sorry, Hammers was laughing about City going finishing above us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not bothered about that. Listen, like I said, I'm more worried about Newcastle, if I'm being honest. He said, "Nah, views. I don't get taxed that much. Like rich don't get taxed." Hey, bro. Well, I mean, you're gonna have to.
They write off half the.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me some financial advice, then, my bro. Do you know what I mean? You have to let me know. Yeah. Big up Geeks. When you look back at all the FA Cups and League Cups, all add up. They keep the starving sustained. Yeah, absolutely. When we're talking about being hungry, absolutely, bro. That's what I mean, man. Leave with something. Listen, even the most toppest of goon, or even the most Arteta out guy, they still probably would have been complaining, but we would have had to celebrate something. We would have lifted, we showed some armpits, guaranteed it wouldn't have been as bad. And like I said, don't let anyone gaslight you, because Liverpool fans and Man United fans last year were beating me with their cups, beating me over the head with it. We finished above them, yeah, but you still left with nothing. That's what I was getting told by Liverpool fans. And what could I say to that? Even United won a cup last year, and they were beating me over the head with their FA Cup. So don't let no one gaslight you into thinking winning is not good. Winning is good. Trust me. When you've got this guy talking about community plates, the Carabao Cup would have been like a Champions League, bro. I'm telling you. How about that? All right, so let's move on. Big yourself up anyway, Geeks. Appreciate you being here. He said Kroenke has, this is why not, a hunting channel. Oh, trophy hunting, lions, zebras, gazelle, buff. Oh, okay. So yeah, there was a lion in the chat then before. Okay. Imagine that. And when Arsenal's not even on the LinkedIn, Go to the KSE LinkedIn. You won't see Arsenal. Imagine that.
Oh, Arteta said that he's trying to extend Thomas Partey's contract, but he's leaving it to the better guy.
Oh, okay. That's what I want to hear. Because listen, even Arteta, bro. As much as that, you're not gonna replace those qualities easy, bro. I'm telling you that right now. And Zubimendi is not it. Trust me, it's not. It's not. But anyway, let's
And if you
try.
had Zubimendi and Partey, you got
Yeah,
you
Zubimendi's
got
not
it.
even much of a passer. That's what's mad.
Yeah,
Like, people think he's a passer because they saw him what he did in Spain. But everyone in Spain passes. That's the whole point.
But the thing is, I'm not gonna act like I've watched loads of him. I'm not. I don't do that. I don't do that. I haven't watched.
But if you look at Moreno, right, his passing is nice, right? Nice and crisp, and he's not
Yeah,
getting
because he's
those.
Spanish. But I mean, when I say a passer, I mean these men are looking at Zubimendi as if he's the new Rodri, fam. Like when everyone was saying Partey best, one of the best holding midfielders in the Premier, it's because Partey used to have the ball dictate the game to a degree.
Yeah.
We got BBK, man, each and every time, my bro. Hope you are well. If you're still in here, my apologies. We have been on a total.
It wasn't me. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Saying it wasn't, but
4-0 down, right? It wasn't me. I just
No, it wasn't Gary, bro. We got to blame Views' what's it called? His medicine, bro. Them lads came in and
yeah, the channel was moving like Arsenal in January, innit? We just neglected everyone. I do apologize. Like I said, big up BBK. Make sure you
striker in January. No, we don't need a striker. We're good. We got Moreno.
Hold my beer, innit? Oh, what? We didn't get enough in summer. That's all right. We're gonna do a one-ups on that one quickly. Big up Hammers Football TV. He's laughing at the 12 years of slack. I'm telling you, bro. Starring Thomas Partey, bro. That has been Arteta's flogging boy this season. BBK's bigging up Mali, bigging up 4-0 down. Big up, man. Big up. Why not? It's saying Kessie and Anguissa to reply. Oh yeah, that's what you was talking about. 4-0.
Yeah,
you would have seen that. I need to see him play again. I can't lie. Big up Hyper Protagonist. I'm so sorry, my bro. Big yourself up. Hope you're having a good evening. Saying to smash the likes. Geeks is also saying, gents, there could be a North London European Super Cup in September if us and them win. Oh yeah.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope it's Man United that get through. Because like I said, I think Man United, I look at them as more of my rivals than Tottenham. But Man United win, innit? Even in their worst,
winning nothing for us to be annoyed about.
The worst I've ever seen United in my life, they're still winning 2 cups. Do you know what I'm saying? In Ten Hag's tenure, they still got more than Arteta, bro. So that's why I'm like, fight back, Arteta. Can you fight back, please? Like, shit, man. Eric Ten Hag's got
this team.
Fight back, bro. Eric Ten Hag, bro. Fight back, Arteta, bro. Shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Do you know what? That's the end of the comments. Yeah. Oh my days!
You caught up. You got the... Everybody clap. Everybody clap.
I'm sorry that we had to do Ramadan. I'm sorry that we were starving you guys out. I'm sorry. My apologies. All right. We've obviously covered most things Arsenal anyway. Let's try and talk a little bit, very, very muy poquito before I go, because we've been on over for 3 hours. We got Ipswich tomorrow, man. How do you think the game's gonna go? What's your predictions, guys?
I need a win. I need a win. I used to say, can I get a goal? No, I don't need a goal. I need a win. I used to say, can we score a goal? No, we need to get a win. I don't care how we do it. If we have to pay the referees because everybody else is, everybody else.
We can't pay refs, bro. We can't pay refs.
We can't pay the refs, but you think we try to pay?
We pay the refs, it will come out. It will come out. Yeah, after trying to pay us, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. We'll get grasped up quick time.
Maybe okay, we'll give the money to Ipswich. They'll pay the ref. The ref will look inside the envelope, and then it'll say, "This is actually from Arsenal." And then then we got it. And then the Ipswich is going, but we paid them with the money that Arsenal gave us. But
crazy.
Yeah.
We need
the same score yesterday for me, and the same score 3-1. So
3-1. I mean, am I gonna be able to squeeze a score prediction out of you, Gary?
I need 2-0. I don't want to give 2-0. Nobody. No, they can't score on us. Nobody should be able to score on us. No matter what defense we put up there. No, Ipswich should not be able to score on us. Right? Everton shouldn't have scored on us. We held Nottingham Forest to 0. Right? And that's with and that's with nobody. But then we struggle with all these other teams. West Ham, West Ham, Everton. Nah,
Yeah.
that's gotta stop, right?
Brentford,
Hey, we can't let these teams in the bottom of the table get us. They keep stealing
no,
from
no,
us,
hear it.
right?
You hear it.
I hear you, fam. But it's
You hear
not
it.
last season. Last season when we used to score one goal, I was like, yep, this is game done.
Game
I
done.
know.
This is
But that's
game
why I got
done.
2-0. That's what I'm saying 2-0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
but this
we
season we
that
don't look like that. This season we look
second
like we're
goal.
good, and then we start doing defensive things, and then we decide that I don't know what to do for the rest of the game. Kind of rubbish. I don't know, what are we doing?
See, I would love that 2-0. Clean sheet, all all of the props that these defenders get, start earning that again. Because I am seeing
I
way
beg
too
you,
many,
yeah, please,
I'm
please.
seeing way too many sloppy goals. But I'm kind of, I would love a 2-0, but I'm kind of the feeling that we are gonna probably concede. So I think I said, what did I say yesterday? 1-0 or a 2-1, I think I said. I think I said 2-1. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I think I got a feeling we're gonna win. I think I won't be surprised if we draw. That's never a surprising result, but I got a feeling that we're gonna win. I got a feeling.
I'm just looking at the way we've been playing. Every
Yeah.
3 games we get a clean sheet, and guess what? This game is tomorrow. This
but
is our
again,
3rd game. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that we've done that in back-to-back 3-week periods. So I'm gonna say, guess what? I'm gonna follow that trend. This is the first of that 3-game stretch. We're getting a 2-0. Yeah, based on what we've been doing.
Yeah, you heard it there. We're not gonna concede. We're gonna get we're gonna get a clean sheet. You know what I mean? For once, no one shut the bed. You know what I mean? Hopefully. Yeah, no, brilliant, man. Lovely to have you on, my bro. 4-0 as always. Do you know what I mean? My
yeah.
partner in crime. Make sure you guys are going to subscribe to both of these gentlemen. Their links are in the chat. Thank you to Hammers, 4-0 down, Hyper, all the people. Why Not was a firm fixture. Big up Geek as well. Geeks, first time I've seen you around here. Thank you for passing through. Hammers is saying, gents, been great listening to you guys. I'm out. Oh, by the way, we all know it was Gary that longed out the chat views. So yeah, well, hey, you know what I mean? Seeing is believing, guys. So I can say what I want. I can try and spin the PR, but seeing is believing. Big up Mally, big up Why Not. Big up Geeks, as I said, man. There's too many to mention today. The chat's been going off. So thank you very much, everyone. Had a great evening. Villa, up the Villa. They've done the job. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, guys. News with views, and also we're doing community service. We are going to do the watch along. So peace and love, everyone. Good evening. Make sure you're following my guys, and we will see you tomorrow, gang. Peace.